and not law on a variety of topics, from the latest legal news to the best new movies.
Is your child struggling with reading and comprehension? Do you want to help your child become a better reader? Call the USA Reading Clinic. In less than 20 minutes, the USA Reading Clinic can explain exactly why your child struggles with reading and how to correct the problem. In the first free call, the USA Reading Clinic will prove that your child can actually read at normal or advanced levels. Every child has the ability to become a great reader, and the USA Reading Clinic has the proven method to unlock their potential.
My heart broke when I saw my child struggling, and I thought, that's us. That's us. So I called the USA Reading Clinic, and all I can say is if you have a child who's struggling, I was very skeptical, but I can tell you it works. It absolutely works.
Don't let your child go through their school years feeling like a failure. They can fall in love with reading. Call now, 800-375-1175. That's 800-375-1175. 800-375-1175.
Tommy Mello here, owner of A1 Garage Door Service. Springtime savings are here, and now is the perfect time to service your garage. Replacing the bottom rubber on your garage door can have a huge impact on the number of bugs you see in your garage and in your home.
A1 from day one.
I have diabetes. I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I have asthma. I'm at risk, too.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine that can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
Man, I'm really glad to tell you about this great sponsor. It's Life Imaging FLA. They've helped save the lives of several of my friends and a bunch of our listeners thanks to early detection of heart disease and early detection of cancer. You know, it's Stress Awareness Month, and one of the things people stress out about is how their health really is, and you don't really know unless you have a scan. Life Imaging FLA can help you get that scan. Matter of fact, they'll give you a free heart scan. There's a few minimum requirements, but this is a value of $699, and you can get in there. It takes about 6 minutes. I was able to go in, and I know my heart is all good thanks to Life Imaging FLA. You pick up your cell phone, you dial pound 250, you say the words free heart scan, and you will be connected in seconds. You'll get the option to receive a one-time auto dial text message from iHeartMedia. When you talk to them about the free heart scan, ask about the cancer screening. That's super important as well. It's Life Imaging FLA. Pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, and say the words free heart scan. You'll be connected in seconds.
New South Window Solutions. Made in Florida for Florida homes by Florida workers. Visit newsouthwindow.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios.
Why Kaufman and Lind?
Because your case matters. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, FUN. F-U-N, FUN. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers.
News Junkie is on.
The three best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day.
The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and C-Lane.
It is Wednesday, May 1st, 2024. Lots to get to today, from I made a huge mistake to Dwayne Johnson is a giant pain in the ass, and gambling is coming to Dave & Buster's. Plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Hey there, Sabrina.
Hello.
Hello, Hello, C-Lane.
What's up?
And hello to you. You can join us on the show today. All you have to do is send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch today. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right into the studio in real time. How's everybody doing on a Wednesday?
Good. Ready to go.
Can't believe we're in May, huh? What about that? Jeez.
Time do be a flying.
It's pretty wild. 2024 seems to be chugging along to me. And I don't know if this is like, I don't know how this really goes for you. Do you think when you get older, time goes faster for you? Because
yes,
when
absolutely.
we were younger, you remember how long things seemed? Like just a summer seemed like such a long period of time.
I would say that's the only thing I could relate to going by fast was summer back when I was younger. But now it's just like the years are going by faster.
Yeah. The school year certainly went slow, right? Nobody was like, oh, man, buzzing by right now. And then you get out of school and you have to like go into the workforce and do that stuff. Everything seems to fly by. For those of you who are going, what are you talking about? This has been the slowest year of my life. I apologize profusely, but here we are.
Well, I accept your apology.
Is that you? Yeah. Well, you guys have baby action going on this year, so
no,
it's a little different.
Actually, it's like you look at the baby, and it's like we just had the 6-month checkup, and I went, wow, that half a year went by pretty quick, and now he's huge.
Didn't you say he's in like the 99th percentile height-wise?
I think for height. I think she said 99.
Cool.
He's going to be a monster. He's going to be like that Taco basketball player guy.
Yeah,
Taco Fall?
Taco Fall, yes. Not great at sports. So
now he just falls reaching for tacos. So
yeah. And you know what we're going to do? Since I'm not good at sports, let's put our ears to the ground.
Let's start with some sports, baby.
Let's see what's happening in this great big wide world of ours. And we go to the world of sports, friends. Yes, that's right. Baseball. It's our specialty. We know all about the MLB. I know all the teams. I famously can recite every player from every active roster.
Why do you set yourself up for that?
We don't have time to do it. Otherwise, I would prove it to you right now,
that's
Sabrina.
That's something we would say to you to do, but you are volunteering. Like, name the most players in 10 seconds, Sean. Go ahead.
Mario Lopez, Jason Sinclair, Roberto Humberto.
Did you say Mario Lopez?
Yeah,
like AC Slater?
Saved by the
I'm
Bell.
sorry. There's only one Mario Lopez on planet Earth? Of course there's a Mario Lopez in baseball. If there's not a Mario Lopez active MLB baseball player, I will apologize to both of you.
So you are stereotyping.
I'm searching. There's got to be one. It's just a common name. Mario Lopez, MLB. Got to be one out there. Has to be. Mario Lopez Jr. Oh, damn it. He's a college player. It's not the guy we're looking for.
Yeah, at Nova Southeastern University.
He's not our
basically
guy.
an online school.
Hey, how dare you?
Those are proud folks over there. What are you doing? The SCF Manatees has a Mario Lopez Jr., which counts.
Here we go. There's a Mario Lopez that works for the MLB as a technical director, meaning he picks the cameras.
That counts.
That's him. That's the guy I'm looking for. All right, we'll go to baseball here. And the Dodgers were playing the Diamondbacks last night, and there was a little bit of a problem. It's something that shows up on this show a lot. Like, a lot on this show. I'm not sure why so many times. Not farts. That's probably second place to this. But here's why there was a problem at the Dodgers game.
There are a lot of bees on top of the backstop. And at first it's like, oh, wow, that's a lot of bees.
Look at that. That's a lot of bees. And
they don't want to take that down before the game?
Okay, big question for bee people. We got some bee people out there I know who are listening to the show. This is what's crazy, Sabrina. I saw a shot before the game. There were like 2 or 3 bees there before the game. That's making me freak out.
I know.
And by the time the game started, there was a lot more bees. And then at this point, there's like maybe thousands of bees or something that have gathered here.
You know why?
Why? A queen moved or something?
The queen landed there, and that's what they do. They just all surround her until it's time. Like, there has been a... Whoa. There has been, there was like one video I saw. It was in front of a supermarket of some sort. And you just look on the ground and there is a pile just like that around the baseball pole of all these bees. And they were like, the queen just landed there to have a rest, and the rest of the hive surrounds her in protection until she's ready to keep flying.
Doesn't
she's
the
having
queen
a
just
nap.
doesn't she just find a spot and then they hang out at the spot? Does a routine, the queen have a routine, the queen routine, where you just get up and fly randomly somewhere else?
I guess so, unless, if their hive has been destroyed or it's time to move on to a new one, then they travel, and when she's ready to rest, they surround her until she naps and goes on. I don't know.
How annoying would it be to be the queen bee? For real. Like, that would be, it's like being the most famous person in the bee world, and the bees are constantly like paparazzi around you. But there's so many of them, they had to stop the game.
That's crazy. But now it's like this game's probably not going to start on time. Kirsten, you're down there, hopefully not too close to the bees, but close enough to...
Kirsten.
So some guy comes out, this dude, let me see if I have this somewhere. This dude comes out, and he's like the manager for a local company. Okay, here, I do have it.
Just happens to be at the game?
I think they called him out. Here it says Matt Hilton works at Blue Sky Pest Control.
Why is he an idiot? I think this is fun.
Okay, go do your job. You don't have to make a whole parade out of it.
Well, he's the reason this game is going to be played.
Well, he should have been called a little bit earlier.
He got multiple standing ovations.
Nice. As well, he should.
Last night, he was at his son's t-ball game when he got called to remove some bees, a massive swarm.
What'd you say?
He was at his son's t-ball game.
Oh, okay. Excuse me. I thought you meant like last night, like the night before it actually. He's like, I'll be there the next day. No problem.
No. Yeah, when this was happening, he was at his son's t-ball game. They called him up
how
to
he
go.
ditched his son for this bee problem.
For the big leagues. A few hours later, he was throwing out the ceremonial first pitch at the MLB game.
That's hilarious.
They love this guy. He was a star out there.
No doubt about it. There's Matt Hilton. He is the branch manager of the Phoenix office of Blue Sky Pest Control, and he saved our bacon tonight.
Good advertisement for Blue Sky Pest Control.
Saved our bacon.
He saved our bacon.
Who says saved our bacon?
Oh, that's not even the worst thing. The worst thing is the in-stadium announcer says, "Ladies and gentlemen, the game will be delayed, or will be postponed for now, because there's an issue with a bee colony in the stadium." And he said, "Please be patient with us." No, I hate it.
Here's the thing, and maybe this is the second question for the bee people that listen. Once you spray them, where are they going? Like, are they now going into the stands and they're scared and attacking people? Are they all just dying?
Oh, yeah. Is he massacring them? Is he just like...
Are we all cheering while there's bee genocide going on?
He's spray killing all of these bees all at once, just thousands of them.
Or honey.
There he is.
And he is the hero of the day. Took care of the bees and then got the honor of throwing out the first pitch.
Slow-mo. Slow-mo cam. Slow-mo cam. God.
He's a bee hero, this guy.
Oof.
And he goes out and throws the first pitch. Terrible throw, but still a rock star for the night. And, I'm sure
like that.
Prior to this, his kids were probably like, "Oh, take your dad to school day." What's the day called when the parents show off their jobs? What's that one?
Take your.
I never got called it.
Parent.
They used to do this thing in like.
What is
Job Appreciation Day?
No, that's not it.
Seal-Line, you're zero help. The Brain Trust is only 2 people working on this now.
I'm trying to do this in my head without. I'm trying to block you guys out.
So it's take your kid to work day.
No, that's when you go to your parents' home.
But that's what we're mixing up here. Then it's like job. It's not a job fair.
Career day.
Career day.
That's what it is. All right.
Wow.
Career day.
Points for Sean.
Prior to this, no, I got it from Chad. I stole it from Chad.
Oh, okay. Points for Chad.
Prior to this, his kid would be like, career day? Oh, Dad's going to come and start talking about bugs. Now, Dad's a superstar.
Yeah, but Dad was also like an hour and a half late to pick up his kid because he was doing the wave and the first pitch. He was there by himself.
On the bench. It'd be hilarious. Kid's all by himself.
He's doing the press conference after the game.
Where's your child? Oh, he's in the car, windows up.
Ah, poor kid. Well, they got to the game, and I know who won, but I'm not going to tell you because I'm not a spoiler. I don't want to spoil things for baseball fans out there.
Work.
Hey, I have another question for people. I did not know this was a thing until just a couple of nights ago, but I looked in the neighborhood as we were pulling in, and there was a group of people
walking is like nighttime, and it was adults with backpacks, which is a weird thing at nighttime. Just have the adults walking through a neighborhood.
Nighttime
with
backpack walkers?
It's strange. You don't see it very much. You don't see it. It makes me think they're like either hobos or I don't know what's going on. But it seems strange.
Imagine if you scream that out to them.
Are you hobos?
guys hobo?
No, they weren't. They were not hobos, just for the record. And I see them, and then later on, I saw, and I didn't even bring this up to Courtney. I just had seen it, and she was in the middle of saying something, and I didn't repeat it. I saw another two people who had the like same kind of equipment on and backpacks on, and it turns out there was like a rucking thing going on in town. Have you ever heard of rucking?
Sexy.
It's not really. it's not. I've never heard this. It's called rucking, and it's like a ruck packing, maybe is another way to say it. Oh. And it's like a race kind of thing that they do, and they were making their way. No, it's more like God, what can I compare it to? It's like a long distance race where these people fill up their backpacks.
Amazing Race?
Kind of, but for just regular people, and obviously no cameras or anything like that.
Not so Amazing Race.
And you just make your way from one place to another. And I was like, oh, I've never even heard of this before. And a lot of people.
How long does that go for?
It's long. They're really long. We might be able to look this up and see some of the different challenges that they have. To? I'm not getting in on it. I'm never going to try this out. Rucking is a crazy, crazy thing, though. Insecure Walrus says those ruckers are crazy. I couldn't do it myself. There's no way, no how that I'd ever be able to pull that off. But, yeah, I guess they were going through the neighborhood. I'd never heard of that before. If you're in that community, enlighten us. Send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and send yours now. All right, to the big mistake I made. I apologize profusely. This should never be done. This should never happen.
And Celia made a mistake, too?
Yeah. No, did you? Oh, great. Two mistakes.
I told you about it before the show.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It wasn't a huge one, but.
You know what? Well,
I have that mistake that I teased you with in the chat yesterday. Right. Yeah.
Then here's what we're going to do. Triple mistakes when we come back on the show.
Triple confession.
Yeah, this week in mistakes. We will all say what we screwed up when we return. Do not miss it. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Something on your mind? Text us at 77031. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Authorities are still clearing up that accident on the Beach Line westbound between Orange Avenue Toll Plaza and Orange Blossom Trail. 2 right lanes are blocked there. The off-ramp left lane is blocked from State Road 408 westbound to Crystal Lake Drive and on Kirkman Road before Colonial Drive heading northbound. The right lane is blocked. Travel with caution through there. If you see any traffic troubles, please call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by MD Now Urgent Care. For over 15 years, Floridians have trusted the physician-led team at MD Now Urgent Care for high-quality health care. From injuries and illnesses to school and sports physicals, MD Now Urgent Care is here to get you back to better. Find a location near you at mdnow.com and use their convenient web check-in today.
Listen up, my friends. You've got a chance to win a dream home makeover. Offering prizes in bathroom remodel, flooring, solar, roofing, and large appliances. Each category offers its own unique benefits for improving your home to create the perfect living space. Big thanks to our sponsors, D-Best Floors and More, Sunwave Energy, Universal Roof and Contracting, and Southeast Steel Appliance Warehouse. Get all the information right now at realradio.fm/contests.
This Military Appreciation Month, Navy Federal Credit Union wants to celebrate our members who go above and beyond every single day. That's why we thought you might want to hear some special thank you messages from your friends and family.
I want to give a shout out to my brother AZ1 Archie Castillo.
Hi, I want to give a shout out to my friend Colin, who's currently serving in the Army. Thanks for all you do. Happy Military Appreciation Month.
And from all of us here, happy Military Appreciation Month. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Navy Federal is insured by NCUA.
When you call me for an injury case, you don't pay a dime unless we win. The call and the advice are always free. Injured on the go, just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO. Mo DeWitt. Orlando's injury attorneys.
The number one cause of accidents is distracted driving, like cell phones, eating, and playing with the radio. So leave it right here on Real Radio. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
Being a great dad doesn't require some fat wallet. I realized a simple stopwatch could make my kid's day better. I turned everything into a speed competition. Just time everything. How fast can they make their bed? How quickly can they fold 10 shirts? The weirder, the better. I once timed who could hug me the longest. They'll be excited if you're excited. Trust me.
Pull out a stopwatch or try something else. Just choose to be a father first today.
Hey everybody, it's Savannah and Hoda from the Today Show.
From the simplest ways to save money to incredible hacks you never knew existed. Just remember,
see it, hear it, learn it on Today.
Oh, that's genius. You just saved me $40.
Every morning on NBC.
Hey guys, don't be that dad without life insurance. When thanks to Ethos, you can be that great dad with life insurance to help keep his family living exactly like they do now, secure and protected in the event of the unexpected. With a fast and easy online experience, some policies as low as $1 a day and up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam, just a few health questions. Ethos makes getting life insurance protection hassle-free. E for easy, E for ethos at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, a Pfizer vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
Tommy Mello here, owner of A1 Garage Door Service. Springtime savings are here, and now is the perfect time to service your garage. Don't wait until a simple garage door repair becomes a major problem. We fix garage doors fast and with quality parts designed to last a lifetime. Replacing the bottom rubber on your garage door can have a huge impact on the number of bugs you see in your garage and in your home. Call A1 Garage today and receive the best service, best parts, and best warranty in the industry.
What's going on over there?
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, a Pfizer vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
Hi, everybody. It's Savannah Guthrie here with Hoda Kotb from the Today Show.
You know that saying, you learn something new every day? Well, it is so true.
Yes, every morning on Today, it's those little tips that can help save you time and improve your day.
From the simplest ways to save money right now to incredible kitchen and cleaning hacks that you never knew existed. Just remember,
see it, hear it, learn it on Today.
Oh, that's genius. You just saved me $40.
Every morning, right here on NBC.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free stations waiting for you to explore right now, like Deep Cuts. Featuring deep album tracks from iconic artists like the Beatles, Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, The Who, The Stones, and more. Just open the free iHeartRadio app, search Deep Cuts, and listen now.
iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
Think orange for your next vehicle. OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, fun. F-U-N, fun. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Hear it here first. Then everyone else will catch up in a week or 2 or 4. You're listening.
And I apologize. I'll tell you what it was in just a second. In fact, in saying that I was going to apologize because I made a huge mistake, all of a sudden Celine's like, yeah, I made a mistake too. I got something. And then Sabrina's like, oh, I had a mistake that occurred yesterday. So here goes nothing. I mean, we're all really firing on all cylinders here if we're making these mistakes all at once. But I'll get us started in This Week in Mistakes. Like to apologize to the audience. I'd like to apologize to you in particular. Yesterday, there was a tease that I didn't pay off, and I've been trying to get better at that. I try to say, like, here are all the things we're going to talk about. Here's the next sexy thing coming up on the show, and then I try to make sure it's discussed. Now, sometimes on this show, we go sideways, left, right, round, all over the place, because we just follow wherever the exciting stuff is, and every once in a while, a story falls through the cracks. And if that's like, hey, guess what? This pop star did this thing, then that's okay. But yesterday, I did a tease about there being a serial killer. And
in Florida, right?
On the loose.
Like where people are listening.
Multiple teases. And you're like, when we get back, for sure going to let you know that there's someone in town murdering people.
Yeah, and Sabrina even said, oh, we have to wait till we get back to hear about that? And it turns out, no, you don't, because I teased a serial killer, and then I didn't even pay it off, so I apologize profusely for that. I am a professional, consummate professional, the best there ever was and ever is.
Okay.
And I should not be doing these simple things. I should not be making these easy mistakes to avoid. So here I am in front of you, and I am sorry. Here's the actual story. Orange County Sheriff John Mina,
when do we get back,
announced the arrest of an Orange County serial killer who they said strangled 2 women and dumped their bodies after having sex with them. So, like a vile criminal human being out there on the loose. They got him, though. They've arrested
So
this
not
guy.
on the loose.
He was on the loose. On Monday, Mina said 25-year-old Carlos Baez Nieves was arrested after evidence showed he killed, just 25 years old, killed 2 women who traded sex for money. It's a weird way to say that.
Sex worker?
Yeah, women who traded sex for money is a weird way to phrase it, is it not?
Do they not want to say hooker?
Or prostitute or sex worker?
Or maybe they were just starting and worst first customer ever.
It could have been. I traded sex for money. It just seems odd. On March 14th, the body of a 41-year-old woman was found at an intersection. And on April 17th, a body was found at the same exact location. He clearly targeted women he thought would not be missed. He murdered them and dumped their bodies on the side of the road like they were trash. And this absolute monster deserves to rot in prison for the rest of his life.
I wonder how they found him.
They looked up some of the footage was from nearby cameras and stuff, I think. And then they said he tried selling the truck he was driving, and they were able to arrest him for driving on a suspended license, and he confessed to killing these 2 women. You don't see these kind of things as much anymore. I did it today. I learned not that long ago about how it used to be that bank robberies in Los Angeles were common. So common that in one day there were dozens and dozens and dozens of them. People were robbing banks because it was super common that this would take place back then. Now, there are so many cameras. There are helicopters that the police have. There is surveillance almost everywhere. And when it's hard for you to get away with something, you'll stop doing it. Serial killers, in very much the same way, used to target all these wanderers and, women of the night and all these other folks out there, these prostitutes that they thought wouldn't be missed. Now this is a rarity. It doesn't happen anymore. It just goes to show you overall, policing things is a good thing. Having more security cameras in public spaces can be a very good thing. And when people are afraid to commit crimes, then the world is better off. The Elder of Rock on YouTube says, this is what happens when Sean cuts back on his drinking. Sir, this is not a cutback week for me. We're not drinking tonight, but it's been
on?
No. Tonight we're not. We're going to see the premiere of that movie, The Fall Guy. You heard of this?
I've just seen all the promos for it. I feel like they've had a lot of red carpet events already for it.
It's got that ugly guy in it, that real ugly dude.
Who?
I didn't know
Ryan. Shut your mouth.
Say lame.
The guy who played Ken. What's his name?
Oh, you know it.
Gosling.
Stop it.
Ryan Gosling. What a hideous man he is. I hesitate to
personality.
even go to a movie with that guy in it with Courtney watching. I'm like, this guy's a good-looking guy. Anyhow, but it's been bad. There's a lot of stuff going on in my life that is really tough right now, so I haven't been great about that. Okay, now on to the next one. That is my mistake. I apologize. This Week in Mistakes continues. C-Lane, you had said that you did something. What was it?
I mean, I don't know that the audience will be super mad at me for this, or maybe some people thought it was a missed opportunity. But for me, you often ask me, you're like, "Hey, C-Lane, what song should we end on?" Mm-hmm. And I try to make it topical or timely. And you asked me yesterday, and I went, yesterday was April 29th, so we missed the opportunity for that Sublime song.
Oh, come on.
Don't really know what's going on today. Why don't you just, I don't know, Ozzy Osbourne? Nothing.
Yeah, that's what we did. We ended with Ozzy Osbourne, yeah.
And then I got home, and Ashley was watching TikToks and Maymays. And then there was Lance Bass was doing like he had ramen hair to make fun of Justin Timberlake. He literally had cooked ramen on his hair, singing "It's Gonna Be May," and I was like, "Son of a bitch!"
Yep,
missed opportunity.
It was. I felt like I had let everyone down, including myself. I usually set a calendar reminder for the 30th of April in order to play that one clip, and for what? Just self-satisfaction.
Yeah.
At this point,
I wish I could.
It's
find
tradition.
This. Courtney played this for me yesterday, but I can't find it right now. He posted somewhere, whether it was on TikTok or Instagram.
Lance Bass?
No. Justin Timberlake did.
Oh.
He jumped on the back of this trend that was going around.
Facebook,
where
Instagram, Twitter, y'all see this?
This woman said, "What's a word that you mispronounce once and you regretted it for the rest of your life?" and he pops up and he goes, "May." And it's like, okay, I get it. I see what's happening.
The thing about that is he didn't mispronounce it like it was an accident. That was something that they were like trained to do back then.
Mm-hmm.
Like Britney Spears' "Baby One More Time." The lyrics are "Oh baby, baby," not "Oh baby, baby." like that's they trained everybody to sing like that because they thought. And I guess it worked. Those are all hit songs.
Yeah, true. It did. Absolutely. What about you, Sabrina? What was your big mistake that you also ended up doing yesterday?
So trifecta, banner day we had. So I spoke about during the show that I'd taken a tumble with one of the sales gals.
Yeah,
right?
You hit your shin pretty bad, actually.
Turns out it was just the beginning of a banner day. I had texted you guys. There was some police activity in front of my house involving someone that I knew. Turns out it was a case of mistaken identity, so we can cross that off the list. But then that kind of relates to the other mistake, which is not completely my fault. I actually would like to place the blame on Apple, the company, and I'd like to place the blame on anyone who has called my phone in the last, I don't know how long. I get a call from Super Dave, a friend of the show, sales guy, love him.
Yeah.
And he had gotten my voicemail, but I got his text. It was like, call me back, but also what the F is up with your voicemail? Once I called him, he informed me that my automated greeting has been changed to a male Indian man.
Okay.
Unbeknownst to me. So,
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you are trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
How did this guy get on there?
I don't know.
He just took over.
I mean, so my Siri's voice is a male Indian man. That is the one, after all these years of having Siri, the one I find to be the most comfortable. But it was an automated message for everyone else who calls my phone and gets the voicemail.
When you change your Siri, it changes your outgoing voicemail?
Thank you, C-Lane.
That's new.
What I want to know.
Yeah, that's new. That hasn't been the case always, for sure, 100%.
Would have been nice to get a notification because as much as I love my Siri male Indian voice man, it's not necessarily the greeting that I would have for anyone calling my voicemail.
My gosh.
I asked my girlfriend, I'm like, have you heard my voicemail? And she's like, yeah, I thought you did it on purpose. And I go, I would not do that on purpose. Why didn't anyone tell me?
Oh, God.
Sounds like your voicemail is trying to sell you a extended warranty on your car.
I mean, just a little bit. I mean, how many people have called me? Perhaps like for maybe an opportunity, a follow-up on a professional basis.
Right.
And they were greeted with that, where it's like, oh, this is not Sabrina's.
You know what sucks right now? There's people all over the world who are waking up late and they're going into work and their boss is like, why are you late? This is unacceptable. And they go, my alarm didn't go off, which is probably number one lie you tell when you're late for work. But there is some sort of global issue with Apple phones where a lot of people's alarms stop working.
Okay, Apple, get your S together, man.
And maybe it was part of the same change or update or whatever. And all of a sudden, people's phones, the alarms are not going off. And when you tell your boss, my alarm didn't go off, your boss is like, yeah, your alarm didn't go off. And come up with a better excuse next time. But it's actually happening to a lot of people, which is thankfully why I don't rely on an alarm in the morning. I just automatically wake up.
Must be nice.
Yeah, it works for me for now. You used to have one that used to have to, your alarm used to have to shoot with a gun.
Oh, I did, yeah.
It was the only way to take it out.
That lasted all of 2 mornings where I was so tired. I'm like, I can't get it. And I just launched the alarm clock off of the shelf.
All right, let's work at a couple of dispatches. This is how you join us on the show. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch right now. We were talking about the bees at the Dodgers game where the pest guy came. He shows up. He was a hero. They give him a standing ovation. He sprays all the bees down so they could get the baseball game started. He even throws out the first pitch of the game. It was a whole thing. So let's see what we have for information. Here's Bee Haw. That makes sense.
Hey guys, be really proud of me because I wrote all this down so I wouldn't cuss. So, all the honeybees that we see here in America are invasive European honeybees.
Okay.
They're feral colonies that are caused by negligent bee farming. The colonies are constantly moving around until they find a toddler's wall to build a nice beehive.
Can you pause for a second?
They suck. And
I could hear her reading it, and I'm trying to wonder where she would have thrown the expletives in this explanation, because she does not want to curse while explaining how these
usually
bees
when
work.
she explains to people, like, listen, the effing bees
from effing Europe.
What kind of bees did she call it? Vagrant bees? What? Oh, no, let me go back.
They're like Europe. I think she said they're invasive, but European honeybees, I thought.
There's one more word she used. Hang on.
proud of me because I wrote all this down so I wouldn't cuss. So, all the honeybees that we see here in America are invasive European honeybees. They're feral colonies that are caused by negligent bee farming. The colonies are constantly moving around until they find a toddler's wall to build a nice beehive in. They suck, and I really hate them. And bumblebees are way cooler. This Week in Bees.
All right, we learned something. Thank you, Bee Haw. Appreciate that. We're going over to Swilly, who's talking about the serial killer.
So this fella that has sex with women and then kills them by choking them afterwards sounds like a pretty nasty guy.
Yeah.
You might even call him a greasy strangler.
Oh, don't do it, man. What are you doing?
Now that image is in my head.
I want to hear from you. You can join us on the show today. It's very easy for you to do on your computer. If you have a microphone, on your phone, whatever you got with a microphone on it, you can go to thenewsjunkie.com and just hit dispatch. Boom. You'll be sending one in, and I'd love to hear from you. So go to thenewsjunkie.com, hit record on your first dispatch right now. When we come back, a woman was asked to do a favor, and she says, you know what? Maybe I should be getting paid for this. Is she right? This is what we're going to dive into. A really interesting story, and it's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio Radio is The Jim Colbert Show.
Later today on The Jim Colbert Show, Orlando Sentinel columnist Scott Maxwell talks about a loophole in Florida's ethics laws. Daisy Fiore from the Audubon Center for Birds of Prey brings an owl to the show for Animal House. For JCS Trivia, we have tickets to see the guests at Dr. Philip Center's newest music room, Judson's Live. Plus, 4 shots at winning $1,000 and your calls, texts, and talkbacks.
The Jim Colbert Show. Weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Cool Today Weather Center, cooltoday.com.
Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your Wednesday forecast. And for today, we'll expect another warm one across central Florida, even warmer than yesterday with a high of 91 degrees in Orlando. We'll expect also the sea breeze to help spark a few isolated downpours, and a few thunderstorms can't be ruled out either. Otherwise, as we head into the weekend, we'll expect those highs to continue to climb into the low 90s with the mid 90s possible as we look ahead into next week. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Nasal Guard. People who suffer from allergies use Nasal Guard to prevent them. Nasal Guard's innovative gel and spray products protect you from all airborne allergens, no matter what the forecast holds. Visit Amazon, Walmart, or NasalGuard.com today. Breathe better this spring. NasalGuard.com.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-$300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code MOVE to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code MOVE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code MOVE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, a Pfizer vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
Orlando's top-rated comedy club and restaurant is celebrating becoming the Funny Bone. The Funny Bone guarantees the same great talent and awesome live comedy experience at Point Orlando. This week, the Funny Bone welcomes Damon Williams, comedian, actor, writer, and producer on May 3rd and 4th. Then Rob Schneider on May 10th and 11th. Check out our star-studded calendar and showtimes online at orlando.funnybone.com. Home to the best comedic talent on tour nationally. Come get funny at the Funny Bone.
Hi, this is Earl Ron. New South Window lives Florida weather, and that's why our windows and doors are designed to take on severe hurricanes and the most intense heat. They're built and installed by us, meaning better value and a lifetime guarantee for you. Give your family security that lasts a lifetime. Get New South proud.
For a limited time only, save 35% on New South Windows products and installation.
Paid for by government. Did you hear? A secret hoard of 1907 $10 gold Liberty coins has been found. These gorgeous 1907p gold coins are as bright and shiny as the day they were struck, and less than 100 of these gold coins are available. Coin experts are calling the secret U.S. gold coin discovery a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and you can own a piece of the hoard. When you call, you are guaranteed a 1907 gold Liberty struck at the iconic Philadelphia Mint. With limited availability, you must call now. These These 1907 dated gold coins are still in uncirculated condition with brilliant luster. That is 117 years of history you can hold in your hand.
To learn more, call 1-800-973-3097.
Call now and you'll receive a free bonus, a $50 value free with every order.
Call 1-800-973-3097 now
to secure your 1907p $10 Gold Liberty coins before they sell out.
That's 1-800-973-3097.
You can host the best backyard barbecue. You find a professional on Angie to make your backyard the best around. Connect with skilled professionals to get all your home projects done well. Inside to outside, repairs to renovations. Get started on the Angie app or visit Angie.com today. You can do this when you Angie that.
HCA Florida Osceola East Emergency in St. Cloud at 4920 East Erlo Bronson Highway is now open 24/7. Visit HCAFloridaHealthcare.com to learn more. This emergency department is part of HCA Florida Osceola Hospital. This is not an urgent care center. Its services are billed at hospital rates.
Real Radio is on X at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Story time with the 3 best friends you never knew you had.
I'm going to outline what happened, and then Sabrina and Celine, you guys tell me if you think this person was wronged, okay? And then everybody else, I want to hear from you, too. I want to see what you think of this whole story and what went down. And it happened for a woman who was on an American Airlines flight. Now, it starts out bad for American Airlines because this woman was on the flight. I guess it landed, and they had to hold everybody on board the plane for a while, like maybe even over an hour, and she missed her connecting flight, which is Nightmare City. That sucks. That's really, really bad. It could be frustrating when you've landed and you're in the plane and you go, why aren't we getting off the plane? But it's usually a gate issue, and they can't just pull in anywhere or just open the door to the planes. So she misses her connecting flight. That's the point. And the airline, American Airlines, says, don't worry, we'll get you transportation and we'll put you up in a hotel for the night. And we got a flight for you tomorrow. So that's good so far, right? Yeah. Even though they kind of screwed up and she missed her connection, they put her up in a hotel for the night, and they made everything right for her the next day. So she wakes up the next morning, and this is where the problems start. She goes to see the American Airlines employee that is going to help take her back to the airport. They got like one of those little, those little like tram bus things that transport people.
The shuttle?
Yeah, like a shuttle, exactly. So she goes over to the shuttle. And the American Airlines worker is like, hey, good morning. All right, we're headed back to the airport so you can finally get out of here. Sorry for your troubles. And the American Airlines worker said, by the way, there's another family of 4 people that is also, they missed their flight too. They were on the same flight as you. And they're also headed back to the airport. Would you do me a favor? They speak Spanish. I don't speak Spanish. Would you explain to them what's going on and tell them we're heading back to the airport, et cetera, et cetera?
Okay.
And she goes, yeah. And then she said she ended up having to work with this family to help get them on their flight and get them out of there. And she goes, American Airlines should be paying me for this. How dare they do this? This is screwed up of them to put me in this position.
You could say no.
You could. You could say no, number one. But isn't that kind of just a nice thing to do?
Yeah, you're supposed to be looking out for your Latin brethren.
Sure. The people who are confused, who can't speak English,
yeah,
and you speak Spanish, why not lean in and go, hey, folks, I'll help you out here for a while, or hablo, folks.
I would mess with them. I would say, I would
hablo, folks.
I would get what the gate agent said, and then in Spanish, I would tell the lady, well, basically, she said you're a puta, and that your child is a puta.
Okay, that's not going to work out well. Now, I'm curious was this what seems to be in a caption, a very quick translation, or was this like an hour and a half long process?
Okay, she said, "Hey, American Airlines, I'm kindly requesting that you pay me the wages you owe me for the services I provided last night."
Oh, because you have an hourly rate set up, ready to go?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
She said the employee who greeted her told her he was personally tasked with helping the group of customers who also missed their connecting flights. Through the airport, however, they only spoke Spanish and he did not. After confirming that Picadillo spoke Spanish, the employee walked away and left her with them. At this point, I assume my new role as American Airlines translator and hotel and transportation coordinator, she said.
Okay.
Adding that she helped the group of people communicate with their respective hotels and provided information about their transportation. So she steps up and becomes the translator for a second. I think when you know another language and you see somebody affected by a language barrier that you can help out with, I think it's the super cool human thing to do.
Yeah.
To step up, even if it inconveniences you for a little while, and help those people. Because
if it was the other way around and you're the only, you're looking for help, no one speaks English around you except for one person.
Right.
Would you make sure that you're paying them? Like it just seems so rude and very elitist. Like,
it's also not necessarily an American Airlines problem, right? Because American Airlines can't possibly say, look, we're going to provide translation services for anybody in any language that's going through our system. Obviously, they can't do that.
Quite surprising they didn't have anyone who spoke Spanish.
Yeah, I mean, look, if they were in South Florida, I'm pretty sure they'd have probably somebody who would be able to assist with that. Where were they? Let me see if they say where they were. It doesn't say. She doesn't mention where she was taking off from. But she said that they said, you speak Spanish, and they do too. Can you help out here? And she's like, I want to get paid. I want my hourly rate for being an American Airlines employee. Is this just the right thing to do? Or was it wrong for American Airlines to kind of put this on her because she spoke Spanish? I'd like to pick your brain. What do you think about that? Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Send us a dispatch right now. We'll get into those in just a moment. A lot of people are asking where this was. I do not know. On the sheet in front of me, I don't have a location of where they were. Yeah, it doesn't say. It just says American Airlines flight. And this woman was upset about how she says she was treated. The 24/7 shuttle was basically like in the hotel and on the shuttle. And then they got to the airport and the family went on their way.
I wonder if they responded.
I don't know. I don't know if they did. They respond to a lot of things. I saw some of it's automated. I saw somebody the other day in a comments thread about something completely unrelated. Like, so let's just suggest, because I can't remember how it all went. Let's suggest somebody was like, McDonald's has the greatest hamburgers of all time. The comment in the thread on Twitter was like, American Airlines sucks. They are the worst. And it's like, wow, how is this related? And American Airlines responded like, sorry about your experience. How can we help? And I'm like, there's no way. This must be automated, because there's no way they're tracking down every single one of these weirdo random comments.
I remember years ago I had tweeted out that, Walgreens had, when using the bathroom, the type of toilet paper that every square. Like, no matter what you pulled, it'd be one square at a time. So I'm like, I'll do a funny tweet. This will be my big break. Walgreens is like, how can we make sure that your next experience is the best one yet? What can we do?
Yeah, we are so sorry.
I wish our company would do that for the toilet paper.
Well, is it getting rough over there?
I found out recently that if I want the name brand stuff, I gotta go to the third floor.
Oh, really?
When you say name brand, like it's imprinted?
Yeah, Scott's.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the good soft stuff. You don't want that like public bathroom stuff.
Well, I mean, the stuff that we have, like you tug on it, you pull because you want to get some, and it rips, and then you just have a tiny little piece, and then you're like, pull, and it's terrible.
No good. Rachel on YouTube says, kind of wrong on American Airlines. They should give her a free flight. Zach says, if you have a phone, you have a translator, which is very true in this day and age. Noel says, I do it all the time if somebody asks me to translate at stores or whatever. But October says it's not my job to be translator. So lots of different opinions coming in on this. Even Lorena on YouTube, who says, I'm okay with helping somebody for a bit, but how long did she have to translate for? It was like at the hotel, in the little transportation vehicle, the tram, to the airport, and then that's it. So I don't know if that took 30 minutes, 45 an hour. I don't know how long the whole process took. It doesn't necessarily say.
How about this? You want somebody to help you translate? I know that there at least used to be a system where the gate agents and some other people had drink tickets to hand out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Southwest used to have. I mean, the flight attendants hand them out. I used to get loaded up by flight attendants, friends, for drink passes.
Yeah, so did we. But there was also a stack where it's like you have 4 days to use it.
That's fine.
No matter, you have to book a flight right now to get those free drinks.
Yeah, that's a pretty short little timeline right there.
But I love that trip to Tampa, Florida.
Okay, but here's the big thing to me. Who needs a translator in this equation? Who needs a translator? Because I believe the 4 people who speak Spanish are the people who need a translator, not American Airlines. Right? Like, I wouldn't expect that I fly into, let's say, Vietnam, okay? I fly to Vietnam.
Even though a lot of those countries over there do have people that speak English.
They do, because English is one of the biggest, most prominent languages on the planet.
Damn right.
But if I fly into Vietnam and I go into some village somewhere and I try to shop at a place and they can't accommodate me because I speak English and they don't, they speak Vietnamese, who am I to be mad at? I'm the one who needs a translator. I can't demand that they have a translator to service me in my moment. That's just undoable. That would be too hard for all the languages and everything that would pop up.
I would get to Vietnam and demand that somebody service me.
Immediately. You might watch out. Yeah, you might watch out. They could make that happen over there. That could occur. All right, let's get to you.
If the movies have anything to say about it.
Working a dispatch here. We go over to John the Exterminator, who talks about speaking Spanish.
Hey, so you speak Spanish, right? Can you bother to be, a decent human being? No.
Yeah, I think it's the right thing to do. I think people should be nice when given the opportunity. Now, there are limits. Like if they said to this woman, hey, I want you to translate with them at the hotel all the way to the airport, get them through TSA, make sure that when they get off the plane, they're able to get... No, like, come on. At some point, you're asking too much from me, or the family is asking too much from me. But small little favors are good to do for our fellow humans, I think. Here's Dan the Plumber. Oh, sorry. He's even sad-faced on here. This is why, Dan. This is why. Part of it's not your problem. Mo Mangy's chiming in.
Hey, guys. I hope you guys are doing well. So last time this happened to me, I was in Toronto coming back, and there was this old Indian lady in the front of the line in customs, and the customs agent came up and said, hey, does anybody over here speak Gujarati? And I raised my hand, and I was all the way at the end of the line. I helped them translate and everything like that, and I got to skip the line. And then I walked inside, and my plane was delayed for 3 hours. Anyways, thanks. Bye.
Be a real son of a bitch if they said, all right, now get to the back of the line there, Mo Mangy.
Do you know what I heard about? I don't know if you guys have ever heard about this. There are 4 letters that if they're on your flight ticket, your like airline ticket, is bad news for you.
F-U-C.
No, not that one. I'll stop you there. SSSS. If you look at your airline ticket,
this sounds like one of those myths.
Real deal. Look it up. Fact check me on this. If you have 4 S's on your airline ticket, it means that you're going to have to do one of those secondary security checks.
I thought they just picked you randomly based on what you were wearing.
I think it's like as they check you in or whatever, you become the person that they do a secondary security check on. I forgot what it stands for, but it's a thing. It's definitely a thing.
Is that what our boss's wife had in Jamaica?
I forgot that.
When they called her name over the PA system.
See, I can understand where you're that's the random check, but then when I was flying from Ireland back to the United States and I had the connection that was already boarding, I ran up to the front desk and I was like, is there any chance that I can upgrade? I know, I just landed. They said, absolutely not. Also, you've just been picked for a random check.
Oh, that seems a little targeted.
Yeah, just a bit.
That seems a little targeted.
Very fair. Not random.
It's different for some places, but if you have 4 S's on your ticket, it usually means you're selected for secondary security screening, whatever. And they check you once more. Let us know if that's ever happened to you. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. When we come back, folks, new set of Conjoined twins just dropped.
Ooh.
Or at least they say they're conjoined twins. They answer a lot of questions, but let's investigate a bit further and see what's going on here. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
There's a couple of off-ramps partially blocked. Travel with caution from State Road 429 southbound to Western Way, from State Road 408 westbound to Crystal Lake Drive. That one's partially blocked as well. On the Beach Line westbound, 2 right lanes are blocked between Orange Avenue and Orange Blossom Trail. And authorities are working on an accident on Kirkman Road northbound before Colonial Drive. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by J. David Tax Law.
If you owe the IRS and can't pay, now is the time to call J. David Tax Law. After a 2-year hiatus, the IRS has resumed their aggressive collections letters. Don't wait. Call J. David Tax Law or visit jdavidtaxlaw.com.
Join the Monsters in the Morning for a live broadcast and a chance to make a difference and help raise funds for the UBIC Food Pantry. Friday, May 3rd at San Jose's original Mexican restaurant, now open in Altamont Springs. Reinvent your tradition. Join Russ, Angel, and Ryan, along with Amber Nova, Angelique, Daisy Del Toro, Sabrina, and Savannah for a May 3rd Cinco de Mayo celebration. Donate $50 or more and get ready for the ultimate thrill. Have one of the gals give you a tequila slap shot. If we raise over $5,000, 4 of the gals will give Russ Rollins a slap shot. And if over $10,000 is raised, Savannah will slap the snot out of Russ. Enjoy a Monsters margarita and join us for an epic Cinco de Mayo celebration. Friday, May 3rd at San Jose Original Mexican Kitchen in Altamont Springs. Get more information at realradio.fm/slap. That's realradio.fm/slap.
Hi, everybody. It's Savannah Guthrie here with Hoda Kotb from the Today Show.
You know that saying, you learn something new every day? Well, it is so true.
Yes, every morning on Today, it's those little tips that can help save you time and improve your day.
From the simplest ways to save money right now to incredible kitchen and cleaning hacks that you never knew existed. Just remember,
see it, hear it, learn it on Today.
Oh, that's genius. You just saved me $40.
Every morning, right here on NBC.
I had my first kid at 19, and this is going to sound strange, but the best advice I can give to other young dads is stay. I wanted to run away. I wanted to just keep living my own life, but I chose to be her dad, and now I'm glad I did. I can't imagine my life without my daughter, and I can't imagine making her grow up without a dad.
Dads, today may feel hard, but it's always the right choice to be a father first.
Is your child struggling with reading and comprehension? Do you want to help your child become a better reader? Call the USA Reading Clinic. In less than 20 minutes, the USA Reading Clinic can explain exactly why your child struggles with reading and how to correct the problem. In the first free call, the USA Reading Clinic will prove that your child can actually read at normal or advanced levels. Every child has the ability to become a great reader, and the USA Reading Clinic has the proven method to unlock their potential.
My heart broke when I saw my child struggling, and I thought, that's us. That's us. So I called the USA Reading Clinic, and all I can say is if you have a child who's struggling, I was very skeptical, but I can tell you it works. It absolutely works.
Don't let your child go through their school years feeling like a failure. They can fall in love with reading. Call now, 800-375-1175. That's 800-375-1175. 800-375-1175.
I'm Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I learned about atrial fibrillation the hard way. My symptoms would come and go. Shortness of breath, fatigue. I kept going. Then I got so lightheaded, I couldn't. My doctor said I have AFib, so I'm about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. Other symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain can come and go, but the risk of stroke stays. If you have symptoms, tell a doctor. Visit notimetowait.com.
Sponsored by Bristol Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Think identity theft won't happen to you? Think again. There's a new victim every 3 seconds in the U.S., over 15 million this year alone, and many don't even know they're victims. LifeLock alerts you to identity threats you could miss even when you monitor your credit. If your identity's stolen, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft, but everyone can save up to 25% their first year with my name, Clay, as the promo code at LifeLock.com.
I'm Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I learned about atrial fibrillation the hard way. My symptoms would come and go. Shortness of breath, fatigue. I kept going. Then I got so lightheaded, I couldn't. My doctor said I have AFib, so I'm about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. Other symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain can come and go, but the risk of stroke stays. If you have symptoms, tell a doctor. Visit notimetowait.com.
Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Hey, everybody, it's Savannah and Hoda from The Today Show. From the simplest ways to save money to incredible hacks you never knew existed. Just remember, see it, hear it, learn it on Today.
Oh, that's genius. You just saved me $40.
Every morning on NBC.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, a Pfizer vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
This earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Wassey's Meat Market, the best place to buy a big green egg.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, HAPPY, H-A-P-P-Y, HAPPY. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Story time with the 3 best friends you never knew you had.
You know, I've been very resistant. I haven't done much gambling in my days. I don't even usually do the squares that people do for like a March Madness situation. I
thought Jack usually kind of convinces you into buying Super Bowl squares.
He stopped asking me. I don't know why. He stopped asking me if I wanted to be involved. Well, probably now because I'm not around there, but I like to do little fun bets. I've never been drawn to gambling, but thank God. I don't want to have that on my shoulders. But I'll do, like, if I'm sitting at a bar and a game is on for fun, put $50 on something and just watch the game and make it more exciting because of the bet. But betting has undoubtedly exploded. Legal betting, too, has exploded in the United States, along with marijuana, in the last 10 years or so. And it's only going to get more and more ever present. And a lot of gambling is sports gambling. That's probably the majority of gambling, even though that's not what we think of. When you think gambling in your head, you probably, like me, think of slots and like craps and like card games and stuff.
Greyhounds.
You think like, people betting on that. But nowadays, most of it, I think, or a majority of it, I believe, is sports betting. That's where this all goes down. But now, oh boy, now I'm on board because betting has entered a whole new environment. Betting is coming to Dave & Buster's.
All right.
This I could get behind.
When's the last time you've been to Dave & Buster's?
Couple of years.
Earlier, or maybe late last year.
Did you?
And I gotta tell you, it still holds up. That was like a go-to place.
It's fun.
When I was growing up. But as an adult, still very, very fun.
Yeah, I like it. It's fun. I tried to figure out their economy there one time. It's messed up, man. It's a whole thing. You go, all right, if I play this game where I spin the big wheel, and if I get really good at it, I can get this many tickets. And then if I do this, I can get a PlayStation. And then when you figure out the logistics of everything, and that economy is really, really slanted in their direction. It's just not a very friendly marketplace.
Have you been to Chuck E. Cheese?
Yeah, it's like that. It's like, hold on. Why don't I just buy the bouncy ball off you?
No. How about you spend $120 on tokens, and we'll get you a Slinky for all the tickets.
Courtney told me her parents, when she was growing up, she was a Girl Scout, and she had the Girl Scout cookies thing come around, and she really wanted one of the Razor scooters that they had as a prize for selling the most Girl Scout cookies. And so her parents just bought that amount of Girl Scout cookies required to get the Razor scooter.
Oh, that's sweet.
And you go, hang on. At some point, why don't you just buy the Razor scooter?
It's not about the scooter. It's about...
It's about what? Rigging the system?
No, like this is... I imagine there was a presentation of said scooter.
I don't know.
All
probably.
The other Girl Scouts were like, damn, you sold that many cookies?
She did it.
The hell?
To one customer. These economies are very, very tipsy-turvy and tough to understand. And Dave & Buster's is going to be right along with them if you want to gamble over there. They say bad news for the mole at Dave & Buster's. It'll soon get whacked more zealously than ever because there will be money on the line. The arcade chain plans to let adults wager $5 on some of its iconic games. The grown-ups among its 5 million loyalty members will be able to make classics like Skee Ball about more than just nostalgia. They can use the D&B Rewards app to bet against each other. And they're not alone doing this. There's several other outlets that are starting to have this. You can bet on pickleball with a company called Lucra. Dave & Buster's move comes out of the pro sports playbook, where a betting boom has been boosting fan engagement. So that's what they want.
Times fast.
That's a lot of bees right there.
Okay.
They said they hope that friendly bets will make patrons more drawn to the rattle of its machines. This is going to cause fights, man.
Yeah, and it's also going to suck for people who just wanting to go play some games. Imagine you're waiting for an hour and a half because there's a group of 12 grown men screaming at each other doing high-stakes betting over Skee Ball. No,
or
thank
that little basketball game, you know, the one that like records each time you get a shot in the hoop. That one I think people will bet a lot on. There's lots of different gambling opportunities in there, and they just want to be the latest to get in on this boon. So gambling at Dave & Buster's, is it for you? Let us know. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Send us a dispatch right now. I want to get into this conjoined twin story because I have questions and they have a lot of answers, more so than any other conjoined twins ever. These are new conjoined twins that have just dropped. They're 19-year-old sisters. Talk about that in a moment.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's new ones, new conjoined twins. I don't think you've seen them. Yeah, they're 19 years old.
Oh,
yeah,
they've gone viral.
They're not newly born. They're just coming out into the public square now for the first time. Some people saying, like Ran on YouTube, this is going to get challenged legally and get shut down. Waging money on a game of skill is legally gambling. I'm sure they'll have some issues like that. Plus, you got kids there. There's kids at a Dave & Buster's. You got to make sure they're not able to do this. So Courtney knows one thing I enjoy watching, and you guys may think I'm weird for this.
Porn.
No, I am really into...
Courtney doesn't know about that yet?
I am really into old school training videos from workplaces. I love to see it. I think they're fantastic.
How often are you doing this?
More often than you'd like to believe.
Okay.
You're not going to play that fake sexual harassment video again, are you?
No, I got a real one. I got a real one on the line. And I'm glad I didn't play too much of that last one because there was some real choice language.
Word around the office is you got a fat.
This is real. I love these for some reason. I don't know why. I'm just so into them. And there's one now from Kmart that has surfaced. I think it's from the 80s or 90s. I think maybe from the 90s. And it's a sexual harassment training video that they release.
Sexual harassment, panda.
And the guy, like, the whole premise of this is like this old dude who is Creeper McGee on the young female employees at the Kmart. And to me, it's not even about the sexual harassment stuff. It's just a great little time capsule of the 1990s for me. Everybody's dressed in their 90s outfits. The stores have that 90s look to them. Nostalgia is just dripping from these things. And I love this kind of stuff. Let me take you back. There's a creepy guy, and he is in some trouble at work here because he's about to be reported. So here goes. There he is.
Walt, just what I don't need today.
Walt.
Oh, what a great way to start the day with two of the prettiest girls in the world.
Oh, God.
Morning, Walt.
You already know what's going on with old Walt, right?
I already do. And then off the bat, this is not Walt's first creepy rodeo.
No, Walt's that guy. Walt's that, hey, ladies, my ladies.
Also, the way that they're the cameraman, it's very 90s too. Like it's in your face, but then he backs up. Then it's in your face again, backs up. All right.
Yeah, I get like
I'm here for it.
Double Dare filming vibes off of this or something. So much 90s about this. And so old Walt has got these two employees, and now he's going to be a weirdo.
How are my two best girls doing?
Fine, just fine.
Wonderful. You know, it does an old man's heart good just to be working around such pretty young things all day. Keeps the juices flowing, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
If you know what I mean. Jesus, Walt.
What does he mean?
Nasty ass. Semen.
Keeps the juices flowing, if you know what I mean. And what's Walt up to? Oh, well, I know what Walt's up to today. I'm taking a look at Walt. He's probably...
Walt's dead.
Yeah, he's not with us anymore. He probably has not made it this far down the line. But played the part, played the role for this Kmart video. And then it like does the whole thing where they're like, you got to turn them in. Here's how it works. I love these, man. I watched a Wendy's one for like an hour one time, and they have raps.
They're hilarious. I made the Jim Colbert Show watch it.
They're so good. Is that the one with the raps in it?
With the Jim Colbert Show that you want to talk about?
No, like for What'd You Do That's New.
Gotcha.
Okay. I said you guys got to watch this old Wendy's training video that Dave Thomas is in, and it's like one of them has raps in it. There's some raps about the sodas or something. But then Dave Thomas in the Wendy's training video, he seems to be really adamant about the fact that the square burgers hang over the bun because people like that. Like it just kept weirdly like referring to it that is very important.
It's such a great little time capsule. I love those things. All right, we got to talk about these conjoined twins. I don't know.
Well, Dave Thomas is dead.
No.
But the training videos for sexual harassment, or is it just PowerPoint?
They must have them still. I think they're probably like we do. You know, the ones that we do where we have to do them for different stuff like FCC regulations.
But it's probably like, they go online and it's just like, oh, at your workplace, there's this and this and that. FTC.
Don't even look at them in the eyes. Seriously.
And they got like a little quiz where they said, is this
drinking at the workplace is never appropriate.
I don't remember that PowerPoint.
Let's work at a dispatcher too, and then I'll get to the conjoined twins thing after the break. I won't serial killer you on this one, I promise. Here's Wangy talking about the translator story.
Wangy.
Hey, if they are willing to give up their social security number, which I don't think they will, then maybe that'll change their mind. Just a thought.
What does that mean? If they're willing to give up their social... Oh, is he calling them illegals? Is that the joke? Is that the gimmick he's saying?
Not really sure.
Like, she's saying pay me for my translation work because American Airlines said, hey, can you help these people speak Spanish and we need somebody to talk to them? And she said, well, this is work. You got to pay me for my work. And he's saying, give me your social security number. Because everybody who speaks Spanish is definitely like an illegal alien, right? Just a bunch of border jumpers, every single one of them. So there you go. Here's Guitar Slinger talking about toilet paper.
Yes, C-Lane talking about the quality of toilet paper in the company bathrooms.
Not great.
My mother used to work for a telecommunications company, and she would bring this stuff home from the office. God knows why. This stuff was so raw, you could see little pieces of wood in the toilet paper.
Oh, God.
I kid you not.
Oh, your poor BH.
You could have gotten splinters from it.
Why did your mother bring it home?
Because none of us would use it.
Saving money, man.
So.
Yeah, I would use that.
Your mother was embezzling toilet paper from her telecommunications job?
That's theft. That's stealing from your employer. She was committing a crime, sir. When you drive by, because I've got a couple of them on my street, they're doing some construction right now, all of these porta potties, they all must have toilet paper in them, right? I mean, just obviously, there must be a thing that's in them.
Hopefully.
Is that the worst type of toilet paper that you can get access to?
From my festival experience, 1,000%.
Not good at all.
Not good at all. To the point where if I'm going to a festival or even just a day long where I know I'm going to use a porta potty, there is a separate bag of the toiletry needs, which sadly has to include a damn flashlight, because as soon as it turns dark, I mean, with guys, a little bit easier. You know, if the door behind you, you just aim straight.
Yeah.
It is like you're in a dark, like pitch black boat.
And you got to maneuver.
You don't know what you're peeing on.
Yeah, God forbid you fall on something.
Hell no.
There's a lot of things that could go wrong there. Angel on YouTube says, I had jury duty yesterday. There were 2 people in my group that did not understand English. If you're an American citizen, you need to learn the language required to perform your civic duty.
One of those days, huh?
It's my experience, and this is just my experience. I have no data on this, really, but I bet it would back up my experience. From what I see, most people who move to this country and don't speak English try to learn English. It's kind of forced out of necessity. Everybody that I've run into, from the dude who mows my lawn and does my landscaping, to every person I've ever talked to, the neighbors in the neighborhood, all of them, and not the perfect English, not the most perfect English, but they try.
Which is even better sometimes.
Right. They try to assimilate as best they can, which is why I always talk about Mexican immigrants are the best at assimilating. They're the most Americans ever. The guy around the block, Mexican dude, always outside playing his music, partying, nicest guy ever. No problems with him. And he's got more American flags than you can count outside of his house.
Because he loves this country.
This guy's
he's having
more
a beer,
American,
not complaining about everything all the time.
The ultimate American, and there he is, somebody who was born in another country. So there you go. All right, well, we've gone this far. Let's work in just a couple of more so we can move over the
couple
line
of more.
Here. Here's Big Al with the dispatch. A couple more is what I should have said, right? Yeah. No, not a couple of more. Do I say that all the time? Is that a thing I repeat?
I don't think so.
I haven't noticed, but I might moving forward.
C-Lane and you, Sabrina.
Okay.
If I say couple of more, every single time moving forward.
Couple of more!
Buzz me on it. If I say it, because I want to try to fix all those things.
But then you have that phase of being so hyper-focused on it that you're not able to complete a sentence because you're avoiding saying it at the end.
The problem is, right now, I don't know how often I say that. I don't know how big of a problem it is for me. Here's Big Al.
Hey, guys. Hey. I am in construction, and I am forced to use porta potties a lot of the time, and they are nasty. It's some of these places, some are okay. But the toilet paper is always the worst. I keep a roll of Charmin Ultra in my truck, and a package of dude wipes that I use, and we also have wipes at home.
Dude wipes.
Toilet paper in the house. So.
Let me tell you something.
Wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop.
Dude wipes. They're all the same.
I'm good at saying what's going to be successful, what's not going to be successful, what will work with audiences, what will not work with audiences. It's literally my job. It's one of the things that I excel at. I tell you the things I suck at. I tell you the things that I'm good at. I try to be honest about it. One of the times when I was watching Shark Tank, they had these guys come out and they're like, presenting dude wipes. And they do their whole pitch for dude wipes. And I was like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever heard of. I think this is so stupid. I don't think I would ever want to use this product, and it seems weird to me.
What's the difference? Because it's dark black, some dark blues.
Probably,
they're the same as any other wet wipe, right?
It's packaging, it's like marketing that's a little bit different.
It's here's Dove for men, though.
That company is insanely successful, and maybe it's because of stuff like this. A lot of you will probably know right now, but a lot of you probably use it because of the amount of numbers that they put up. Bootsy Moonshine on Twitch says, I get dude wipes for my kids' stocking every year. Guys love these. I thought it was the dumbest idea. I will never use one in my life. I was not the target market on that, but there's a lot of people that are for some reason. One more here. Let's see who we got. Let's go over to I'm a PC, talking about the airline situation.
Sean, it is not your job for the airline to provide your services as a Spanish speaker because they pay people extra money to be able to speak Spanish. It's their fault they didn't send someone knowing full well that that family didn't speak English.
Does that mean you have to pay them?
No, how would they know that? That's impossible. If you are American Airlines, your job is to sell tickets on a flight. You take everybody's name, you put them up against terror watch lists and all that stuff and no-fly list. You issue them a ticket, and then you're supposed to fly them to another location. Do you believe that American Airlines knows what languages everybody speaks who has bought a ticket on their flight? You can't possibly believe that. It's ridiculous. Nobody believes that, right? And so if you know that American Airlines can't possibly know what are the languages that everybody speaks on the flight, then they can't possibly have staff to translate for all these people. This is unworkable as a business model, and that's why nobody does it. Unless it's kind of required. If you work in Miami, you are going to be a much more valuable employee if you speak English and Spanish. English is the secondary language down there. You're going to need to do this stuff. But if you're just an airline flying people all over the place, that's not doable, and there's no way they know that stuff. Okay, we got the next episode on the way, but Conjoined twins, we're diving in face first. When we come back, let's meet these two and see what's going on with them. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is.
The Monsters in the Morning.
There's a look that he has that's that F-boy look. And
What's an F-boy?
The F stands for F.
Oh. So would Ryan be an F-boy?
No.
Oh, how about me? Am I an F-boy?
No. Yeah, the F
okay, you didn't say it so quick, Angelique. But,
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
Traveling on I-4 this afternoon, you could expect your regular delays before Champions Gate between Osceola Parkway and State Road 535. Authorities are still working on that accident on the beach line westbound between Orange Avenue Toll Plaza and Orange Blossom Trail. 2 right lanes are blocked there. On Orange Avenue, authorities are clearing up an accident northbound between Sand Lake Road and Oak Ridge Road as well. Travel with caution in these areas. If you see any traffic troubles, please call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Mattress Firm's Memorial Day sale is here. Save up to $700 on select mattresses from top brands. Shop a wide selection of quality beds at every price. Plus, get a free adjustable base with qualifying purchase at Mattress Firm's Memorial Day sale.
Chances are very high that you're leaving money on the table, so let that mortgage guy, Don, help you get the money off the table and back in your hands where it belongs. If you got a quote already for refinance, get a free fast quote review at thatmortgageguydon.com. Hit the compare quote button, and Don will review your quote today. He's going to let you know if you got the best deal or make sure to get you the best deal. He's looking out for you. What local business do you know with over 1,000 5-star reviews? Well, that mortgage guy Don does, and that means he has your best interest in mind. So get the process started today. Peace of mind right there at your fingertips by going to thatmortgageguydon.com.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgageguydon.com.
Moments like making my kids my famous meatballs mean a lot to me. But after being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that has spread to other parts of the body, they mean even more. I take Ibrance, palbociclib.
Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative MBC as the first hormonal-based therapy. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
My best dad tip, okay, one time our power went out and we couldn't watch TV or play video games or whatever, but we still had the best time pulling out flashlights and building a fort in their room, telling stories. So last week, I just turned off the main breaker and yelled, "Power's out!" I mean, why wait for a storm? Just make the fun part happen yourself. I mean, you can do it tonight.
Dads, try this idea or try something else. Just choose to be a father first today.
See the Guests, featuring songstress Lucy Woodward and creative pianist Henry Hay as they perform classics and originals in Dr. Phelps Center's newest and most intimate music room, Judson's Live, on May 2nd through the 4th. Eat, drink, and discover new artists across all genres in this stylish space inspired by the world's most legendary listening rooms. Order from a menu of unrivaled cocktails and shareable plates while you're here. Get your tickets now to see the Guests May 2nd through 4th in Judson's Live at drphillipscenter.org.
Did you know that your largest investment asset might not be your retirement account or home? I'm Jay Jackson, CEO of Abacus Life. Most people don't realize that their life insurance policy is actually an asset they can sell. But for almost 20 years, Abacus has been purchasing life insurance policies from seniors just like you. We've even created a free policy value calculator at abacuspays.com so you can find out in seconds what we might pay for your policy. There are no fees and no obligations, just information. Knowing the value of your life insurance policy is as important as knowing the value of your home, your equity portfolio, or your finances in total. Discover the valuable information you need to understand the current market value for your life insurance, and then get real value from your life insurance when you need it with Abacus. Visit abacuspays.com to learn more and use our free policy value calculator today.
Enjoying the news junkie? You've probably heard a ton of injury attorney commercials, but if you are injured and need a lawyer, who's the right lawyer for you? That's why we offer our 30-day risk-free trial. If you are not 100% satisfied with the way we treat you in your case within the first 30 days, you can take your file back and you owe us nothing. No fees, no costs, and no questions asked. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com. Go to JustCallMo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando attorney.
Think identity theft won't happen to you? Think again. There's a new victim every 3 seconds in the U.S., over 15 million this year alone, and many don't even know they're victims. LifeLock alerts you to identity threats you could miss even when you monitor your credit. If your identity's stolen, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft, but everyone can save up to 25% their first year with my name, Clay, as the promo code at LifeLock.com.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free stations waiting for you to explore right now, like Deep Cuts. Featuring deep album tracks from iconic artists like the Beatles, Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, The Who, The Stones, and more. Just open the free iHeartRadio app, search Deep Cuts, and listen now. iHeartRadio! iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
New South Window Solutions. We manufacture, we install, we guarantee. Visit newsouthwindow.com.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, HAPPY, H-A-P-P-Y, HAPPY. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
The most viral newsroom on the planet is still humming along. This
And I'm calling fake on this, honestly. And I don't even believe photos anymore because we've got so much super powerful AI. And I can't believe just everything just on site. I have to be more skeptical than that. But everybody's talking about these conjoined twins that came forward. They said we're Mia and Leah, conjoined twins, 19 years old. They did what's called an AMA over on Reddit, which was extremely popular on the site. And they said that we're conjoined twins, I've got it here in front of me, with different sexualities. That's their claim.
Oh,
All right?
Sean, I absolutely, absolutely know I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I've seen them on TikTok for the past couple of years. They are legit.
Well, they're
conjoined.
Hold on, you got to hear more of this though, because I don't know. Are the people on TikTok that you're talking about? Are they going by Mia and Leah?
Yeah, and they talked about this and on their account, like actually videoing themselves about how they have separate sexualities. Let me triple verify, but I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Send me the link to their TikTok if we can, because I'm not buying this. I'll buy it if there's like video of them and can see that it's real. Because this says background information. Our names are Mia and Leah, not our real names, but similar.
No.
It's
Wrong
not them?
gals. Wrong
Okay.
gals.
They said, we're 19 years old.
I went for that ride.
We're connected at the abdomen. So we have 2 different brains, 2 hearts, 4-ish lungs. Our left and right lungs, respectively, are kind of fused, so it's more like a third lung than a fourth. 2 livers, 2 stomachs, and then below that we share our intestines, bladder, and our reproductive system. So yes, the same vagina, they said. We each have 1 arm and leg, and we can control them respectively. Unfortunately, the way we're formed, Leah's lungs have been compressed by my body, and on top of that, she has severe scoliosis in her spine. We've had to have many surgeries on it before, and we had a surgery accident when 2 of our ribs were being removed to relieve some pressure. A blood clot formed in Leah's arm, and now she has permanent severe chronic pain in that arm. So the person who wrote this definitely knows like enough about the medical world, and they know enough to kind of piece this together and make it sound like it's legit. They said, we are in university doing different courses. That's tough. Real tough when conjoined twins take different courses. You're going to both the classes, just so you know. I'm Mia, studying human geography, and Leah is studying classic literature. We work as cleaners in a hotel as a side hustle, earning 2 wages as 2 separate people. How about that? Leah earns some money for us with her online shop.
Well, do they clean twice as fast?
Cute little crafts. If they only have 2 arms together, I hate to be controversial here.
They're really good at corners.
This is only 1 employee. I'm sorry. It's 2 people, but if you can only do the work of 1 person.
Oh, come on, man.
You can't possibly, you can't only hire 1 of them. It doesn't work.
If you hire someone with no arms, they get paid less?
I will not hire somebody with no arms to clean a room at a hotel.
They can clean with their feet.
Yeah, it's not going to be efficient. There's much better jobs for somebody with no arms.
There might be some lawsuit if you refuse to hire them because of their disability.
I mean, are we stuck in this world still?
Well, yeah, dude, are we stuck in this world?
You don't think this... Okay, so let me just lay this out for you. You own a hotel, and a person comes in and they say, I'm here to apply for the room cleaner job, and that person has no arms. You don't think
May I
it's
see your
ridiculous
resume, please?
to think that person is not a good fit for the job? Because here on planet Earth, I'm going to remain one of the normal people and say that people should do jobs that suit them. And the man with no arms can do many things, impressive things even, but cleaning a room is not going to be one that they excel at. All right? Sorry. That's just the way it is. They said with Abby Hansel getting married and the huge discourse about that, this is these transgender, or not transgender, they mentioned that in a second, which is why I said, this is these conjoined twins, allegedly. With Abby Hansel getting married and the huge discourse about that, and transgender icon George Chappell dying with his conjoined twin Lori Chappell in early April, a personal inspiration for me as an LGBT conjoined twin came to do this. And so they went through and they did all of these answers through this thread. And I started thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, can this be real? If you only have the story, then I'm not going to believe you. You have to have more. You have to have, like, there's not even a photograph of these conjoined twins. The second thing that came to mind, how many right now living conjoined twins do you think we have on planet Earth? Because my guess would be 1,000 or less would be the guess. I have no idea. I'm just absolutely guessing. But the number of living conjoined twins on the planet right now, it can't be a very big number.
According to Stanford Medical Children's Health.org, they say the frequency of the occurrence of conjoined twins is not well recorded, but is estimated to be between 1 in 30,000 to 1 in 200,000 worldwide. Because they occur so rarely, it is difficult to determine an exact frequency.
So they don't know an estimate on it because they don't know how often it happens, which makes sense. A lot of times they probably die, depending on how like their systems are in terms of what they're sharing.
Approximately 70% of conjoined twins are female and most are stillborn. Approximately 75% of conjoined twins are joined at least partially in the chest and share organs with one another.
That's wild. 70 or 75% are female. Which one did you say?
70% are female, and most are stillborn. There's no percentage for that.
I wonder why that is. I wonder why there's more of a propensity for a female to be a conjoined twin.
I don't know.
As opposed to a male. It's kind of interesting that delineation happens. But looking at this, they do this whole AMA.
Technically, before you developed your male genitals in the womb, that's why men have nipples.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause it's all, technically towards the female route.
Yeah, Greg.
And then your ovaries descend into your testicles. Read a book, Sean.
You want to tell me more about it?
I think I'm good. I got the image in your head.
You can read the whole thing if you want. It goes in depth, but it's and by the way, search for conjoined twins with different sexualities AMA, and you'll find it. In fact, I'll put it up on See It Now as well, so you can take a look. But I never buy these things because it's just like the other Reddit posts that I told you about, where you could tell it's a guy writing, pretending he's a horny woman. Mm-hmm. There's a way that guys write where they think that women would write that way, and it's just absolutely not the way that a woman would write things. And that's how this whole thing is written. This is another one of these weirdo guys who wants to pretend to be, and it's not enough just to pretend to be a woman who's like sexually excited. It's now you got to go, I'm a conjoined twin and we have different sexualities. That's the level I got to go to. I do not think that these folks are real. Let's see a photo at the very least. Or when we come back, the next episode with Sabrina, what's coming up on the next episode?
What's coming up on the next episode? FKA Twigs. She's got some work to do, so she's going to use some robots in order to engage with her fans. And I'll tell you more about that. Melissa McCarthy debuts a new photo on Instagram, and Barbara just Streisand's all over it. Plus, oops, Britney is calling her sister a bitch again. All that and so much more coming up on the next episode.
And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan, brought to you by Gringos Locos and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 8 p.m., it's Good Sauce with Ross and Joel. At 9, it's Real Laughs, followed by Real Music Weekends at 10 on Real Radio 104.1 and on your free iHeartRadio app.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Hey, Central Florida, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team Meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your forecast for this Wednesday. And for today, temperatures will continue to climb with highs reaching the low 90s across much of Central Florida with a high of 91 degrees for Orlando. We'll expect a good amount of sunshine, but our sea breeze could help to spark a few showers and storms, which could make their way inland. These will be very isolated, but could contain some heavy downpours and also a few claps of thunder. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Need to hire? You need Indeed. Their all-in-one platform helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates all from one place. And Indeed's interview tool lets you schedule and conduct virtual interviews right from their website. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential. But finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Paid for by government. Did you hear? A secret hoard of 1907 $10 gold Liberty coins has been found. These gorgeous 1907p gold coins are as bright and shiny as the day they were struck, and less than 100 of these gold coins are available. Coin experts are calling the secret U.S. gold coin discovery a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and you can own a piece of the hoard. When you call, you are guaranteed a 1907 gold Liberty struck at the iconic Philadelphia Mint with limited availability, you must call now. These 1907 dated gold coins are still in uncirculated condition with brilliant luster. That is 117 years of history you can hold in your hand. To learn more, call 1-800-973-3097. Call now and you'll receive a free bonus, a $50 value free with every order. Call 1-800-973-3097 now to secure your 1907p $10 Gold Liberty coins before they sell out. That's 1-800-973-3097.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, a Pfizer vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
HCA Florida Osceola East Emergency in St. Cloud at 4920 East Erlo Bronson Highway is now open 24/7. Visit HCAFloridaHealthcare.com to learn more. This emergency department is part of HCA Florida Osceola Hospital. This is not an urgent care center. Its services are billed at hospital rates.
This is trial attorney Jeff Kaufman from the injury law firm Kaufman Lind. Dude, I'm behind you. I can see you texting on your phone. Put the phone down. You know it's a crime. In the state of Florida, it's actually a misdemeanor to get caught texting on your phone. I know you're going to claim you weren't, but either TikToking, Facebook, texting, I don't know what you're doing. But when you get home and you want to see a good TikTok, go to Kaufman Lind. For more information, contact me at whenyoudis.com or dial pound 546 on your cell. Office Orlando.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free stations waiting for you right now, like Deep Cuts, a commercial-free station featuring deep album tracks from iconic artists. Just search Deep Cuts and listen now on your free iHeartRadio app. iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
You can host the best backyard barbecue. You find a professional on Angie to make your backyard the best around. Connect with skilled professionals to get all your home projects done well. Inside to outside, repairs to renovations. Get started on the Angie app or visit Angie.com today. You can do this when you Angie that.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
No one's really sure what all C-Lane's buttons actually do. This is the new...
All things happening in the world of entertainment and beyond. If you miss any of the show, you can always get the podcast. It's waiting for you, and it's free, and it's right there on the website. Go to thenewsjunkie.com for the podcast links. Right now, let's get into it. Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV, and you can't possibly keep up with all of it, even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
Oh, and now we get 2-for-1 naked guys.
Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode with Sabrina.
Hey, smoke weed every day. Hold up.
Hold up.
What's going on over there?
Very random.
Sweet Raquel was like, "You bought peanut M&Ms, didn't you?" And I go, "No, but thank you." And then there was grabbing them, even though they weren't mine. And then she disappeared, and no peanut M&Ms for me.
All right.
So the mystery remains. But thank you, anyways, for the thought. Someone
Did you turn your mic off for the intro to that, or did she just bust on in there with the light on?
She can do whatever she wants.
I'm not saying she can't.
No, she can't.
It totally was on. And someone who is always on when it comes to helping you out, whether you're refinancing or buying your first dream home, that's that mortgage guy, Don. Start the process today with an expert, a friend that you could trust. He's part of the Real Radio family, and that means he's taking care of your family. ThatMortgageGuyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with ThatMortgageGuyDon.com.
All right, lots to catch up on and a very little time because of the peanut thing. 35 years ago, 35 to be exact, 1989, police in California were called to a jewelry store after employees reported a very sus person. That is short for suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
It turned out to be this person.
Michael Jackson.
That's right, C-Lane. He was shopping in disguise. Wasn't there a picture of it?
I don't know. Let me see. I'll try to find it.
See if you can. It was, 1989, Michael Jackson in disguise. And the update, a couple years ago, March of 2019, TMZ found out and confirmed that it was Michael Jackson in the disguise, and he was with a 12-year-old at the time who was ending up being the Leaving Neverland accuser, James Safechuck.
Oh, really? This is allegedly the footage here of Michael Jackson shopping.
It's not really that much of a disguise.
Yeah,
I thought it'd be
I
a
see that
mask or something.
He has a hat on.
And a fro?
But, yeah, I don't see too much of a disguise. It's just him shopping with this kid next to him, I guess.
Look how 90s that is. Because we missed the mark, I've done some editing, and I present to you, well, happy May, everybody.
It's May. It's May. It's May.
Nice.
Thank you.
We did it.
And we talked a little bit earlier, the reason why he said May instead of me, and is rather interesting. It all has to do with the producers who are from Sweden.
Mm-hmm.
They shared the story recently on that Hot Ones that they all did together. It was like late last year. But it turns out the reason why it all went down was that the producer of it was like, you've got to really put the oomph in me. But because of his accent, he goes, May. And it turns out to be memeable for the rest of the time. So
I think it makes the song better, don't you? Like, imagine you just said it's going to be me.
It's going to be me.
That wouldn't
Sounds
be as good.
annoying, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
There you go. That long E sound is the most difficult to make sound beautiful.
Me.
Yeah, it sounds like a bee. It's not good.
Well, we got a part 2, and I imagine if things keep snowballing the way that they are, we're going to have many stories of Britney Spears coming out. And this being the most recent, just to cover the latest, it was she's broke and delusional and dysfunctional and what's happening? Put her back in the conservatorship. Well, when she is not worried about her money, she's hanging out with some new friends, one of which she's calling her assistant, and now some new videos she posted and then deleted, but the internet screen grabbed them. She's in the passenger seat of a car. 3 other people are in there, and it is very strange. They're in the woods, they're driving through some sort of mountain, and she's using what she calls a British accent.
So what are we doing today? We're going horseback riding.
Woohoo!
And we're going up these windy hills, and we're all just kind of like, where is this going? Now we see a white school bus. That's kind of sharp. That's really sharp. Nina, can I talk like you now?
Yes,
Nina?
It's really sharp. It's very, very sharp. A little louder. That is very sharp. A white school bus. I've never seen a white school bus.
What's happening here?
Yeah, so...
All right, hey, let's talk about something real quick.
Okay.
Where is this coming from?
This is coming from her
LA.
Instagram?
Where are all these stories coming from? You know what I mean? Like,
TMZ.
There must be somebody who's got an agenda that's telling TMZ let's get more out there about this. Like the parents, there's somebody that is feeding these stories down the line.
She had all of 4 months of no one talking about her and leaving her be, and now it's just Britney crazy again.
Yeah.
Then she goes on to say they're heading into the jungle, and at that point, she calls her sister, Jamie Lynn Spears, a bitch.
Have you guys been camping before?
I have.
My sister did on a TV show, and they bathed her in the jungle. Oh, she said, bathe me, because I'm stuck in the jungle and I miss my kids. Oh, cater to me, little bitch.
Okay.
So things are going well. Thanksgiving's going to be weird, huh, guys? This gal right here
That.
3
Lady
letters.
Gaga?
All
Oh,
caps.
SCA?
No.
MIA.
No, it's the first. There's 3 letters there, and then the second part of this artist's name might fall from a tree, and you'll see it on the
Leaf.
ground. FKA Twigs.
All right, there we go.
I recognize the song, but I am not very familiar with FKA Twigs.
Me either.
That apparently, if I
Kid telling that person they're chatting with that their parents are over their shoulder.
She has done a lot of features in the past. Like, you definitely know her songs that she's been in.
I only know her because she dated what's his name, and it went south.
Johnny.
Even Stevens? No, Even Stevens.
Shia
kid.
LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf. She dated him, and there was like a bad fallout.
Well, she now wants to focus on her music, all the music that we love so much on this show, clearly. And she reports that in the past year, I've developed my own deepfake version of myself that is not only trained in my personality, but can also use my exact tone of voice to speak many languages. She shared in a written testimony ahead of her appearance before Senate yesterday, praising the technology as highly valuable. She says, when under the control of the artist, I'll be engaging my AI Twigs later this year to extend my reach and handle my online social media interactions while I continue to focus on my art from the comfort and solace of my studio. So she'll be the first of, not a lot of artists. There was just last month 200 plus that had said no AI. We don't want them using us. And she's like, I'll use it, but it's in my control. And my fans can talk to fake me. So we'll see how that goes.
But the fans know it's fake her because she just said it's fake her. So why would the fans want to talk to the fake version of her?
Some of them are not going to get the message and still think. We all know someone. Remember someone who was chatting with a porn bot for a little bit?
Yeah, it happens.
I'll talk to. Not the porn bot, but we know the person who did it.
Oh.
You don't remember that, John?
No.
Oh, yeah. One of our good friends. We
fell for this?
Oh, we found their Twitter. We're like, buddy, you're talking to a robot, right?
Oh, God.
It was a whole moment.
Was it ThinkPad? It sounds like ThinkPad.
C-Lane.
I wasn't going to say it, but I was thinking the same thing.
Someone who definitely needs a robot or someone to manage her social media.
Barbra Streisand.
That is right. And she will have no luck with the Barbra Streisand effect. It didn't work the first time where she tried to get something deleted from the internet. But this one, not so good. Melissa McCarthy, she posted on her Instagram. It was her with a green dress, very pretty. And Barbara commented, are you on Ozempic now? And just called her out, threw her under the bus, cleaned it right before. Her statement as of late, even though she tried to delete it, everyone now knows, I forgot the world is reading. So Barbara, go back to the drawing board or take away her phone and time.
That's a pretty dumb excuse. Like, I forgot the world was watching on the
Barbara
internet.
Streisand.
But is it inappropriate to ask somebody if they're using Ozempic? Is that inappropriate?
Oh, you could personally ask them.
Yeah,
I
maybe,
wouldn't comment on their social media.
Not on the radio or on TV or on.
No, yeah. Like, so let's say Fritz was really big and then started losing a whole bunch of weight. I probably wouldn't do it in public, but if I also wanted to lose a bunch of weight, I'd be like, hey, man, what's your secret? Are you using Ozempic? Or like, I would ask that question.
Yeah.
You can also
probably.
You got to
go. Hello?
Go
You
ahead.
can tell who's using Ozempic.
Yeah.
You can. Yeah.
They're starting to get that. There's a face to it, I believe.
I think it's crazy, man. It's just so crazy how well this stuff works.
I'm just going to do it for like 3 weeks and see what happens.
Couple Zempies?
Yeah, why not? Just a little prod and a
I think you
poke.
got to pay for like 3 months worth.
And it's
So
like
Yeah.
30,000.
So you guys want to split?
Yeah. Very
3
expensive.
ways?
Can you do that?
I don't know. We'll find out.
I think it's frowned upon.
I want to snort it.
Yeah.
Snort. Gross. On the boob tube. Got The Masked Singer on Fox, second season premiere of Jeopardy Masters.
I'm ready for this, baby. James Holzhauer's back behind the podium.
C-Lane's horny through the microphone
So
about
exciting.
Jeopardy Masters. Third season finale of Chucky, 2020 special, Prisoner in Russia, the Brittany Griner interview. We also have Star Wars, The Bad Batch. on Disney Plus, and you can catch Ryan Gosling and Jeff Ross on Kimmel. Follow your dreams and me on Instagram at Sabrina Ambra, and most importantly, say it with me, Mary.
Smoke weed every day.
Thank you, Sabrina. I was banned for a joke on Twitch. Says, quickly, somebody explain to Sean what being considerate means. What I said, I don't think is inconsiderate. I don't think like what? I don't think if you were talking to somebody privately and you said like, "Hey, what's your secret? You know, what are you doing to lose weight? I also want to lose weight." I don't think that's inconsiderate. I think it's just asking a question, but that's not public.
How is that any different from like, well, if say you don't say, "Are you on Ozempic?" Mm-hmm. Just say, "What are you doing?"
I would just say, "What is your secret?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's problematic. But if I was, if somebody's like on the stage or, you know, that you're in a very public arena or something and you're like, hey, what are you doing? Taking Ozempic, putting him on the spot. That's not cool, obviously. That would be totally different. He says privately short. That's what I said. That's what I said. My God.
Listen to the whole clip.
All right. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, Fritz on the street.
Yeah. You on Ozempic, Fritz?
No.
The greatest game in all radio. Works way better. We all fight for one of you on Fritz on the Street. And if we win, you win. And you get yourself a Fritz magnet for a game of magnets, which is coming out very, very soon. I'm going to order that probably this week if I have an opportunity. So now is your time to get our attention. If you want us to fight for you and Fritz on the Street so you can get access to that magnet, now's the time to do it because Fritz on the Street is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
All lanes have been cleared on the beach line westbound between Orange Avenue Toll Plaza and Orange Blossom Trail. Authorities are still working on that accident on the Greenway northbound before John Young Parkway main toll plaza. And the off-ramp is still partially blocked on State Road 429 southbound to Western Way. And you can expect your regular delays on I-4 before Champions Gate. If you see any traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Dairy Queen. Hey, DQ fans, cool off with their new Summer Blizzard treat menu. Try new Picnic Peach Cobbler or snag a perfect beach treat like their new Peanut Butter Cookie Dough Party. The new Summer Blizzard treat menu is one you won't want to miss. Only at participating DQ locations. Happy tastes good.
Attention all golfers, wannabe golfers, enthusiasts, and do-gooders alike. Get ready to tee off for a cause at the Crime Line Charity Golf Scramble. Coming to the prestigious Heathrow Country Club June 3rd. You'll start the day with breakfast to fuel your swing, 18 holes of championship golf, a cart, door prizes, range balls, goodie bags, and more. Best of all, your participation supports Crime Line, an organization dedicated to keeping our communities safe. So mark your calendars and register now at crimeline.org and secure your spot in this unforgettable event at Heathrow Country Club June 3rd. It's the Crime Line Charity Golf Scramble Tournament. Let's make a difference, one swing at a time.
As a military dad, I'll admit my first deployment didn't go great for my kids. I wasn't ready. So every time I'm gone, I just focus on doing small things better. I schedule video calls during their dinner so we can still eat together. I read books they're reading so we can talk about them. I send them an email every day. It just takes a little effort. But it's worth it, guys.
Dads, duty matters in and out of uniform. So choose to be a father first today.
San Jose's original Mexican restaurant is now open in Altamonte Springs. Want delicious and authentic Mexican food prepared fresh to order? What about traditional Mexican tacos and a monster margarita? Or two. Find your nearest at sanjosesoriginal.com. Reinvent your tradition.
Hey there, it's Russ Rollins. I'm talking to all the homeowners out there who are tired of staring at their cold swimming pools. It's time to stop wasting money on a pool that you can't use. With Solar Source, you can enjoy your pool year-round like I do. Top 5 things Solar Source customers do after solar heating their pools. Well, spend time with your family. Go nighttime swimming. You got movie nights in the pool. You got water workouts and much more. Friends of mine, friends of Russ Rollins, can save big money when scheduling a free consultation today at solarsource.com/monsters. Don't wait any longer. Start enjoying your pool again with Solar Source.
Victim of a slip and fall? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In office, Orlando.
I love playing pranks on my sister, and this deal going on at McDonald's is my chance to take the lead. Enjoy any 2 items for $3.79. From the iconic McDouble, the McChicken, a 4-piece chicken McNuggets, small fries, to even a small soft drink. I'm gonna pair my McDouble with her small fries, but secretly pull her fries out of the bag. She won't even notice. Hey, where'd the fries go? Sounds like my prank just got fried. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Single item at regular price.
Not to brag, but I've been crushing it lately. And all credit goes to frozen drinks from McDonald's. Clean my apartment while crushing an ice-cold Oreo frappe. Love that chocolate flavor. Hint of coffee and Oreo cookie pieces. Crush work in overtime thanks to a drizzly caramel frappe. Even fix my own car while crushing a creamy mocha frappe. Start crushing it yourself with a delicious, refreshing frappe from Mickey D's. There are drinks. Then there are drinks from McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. At participating McDonald's for a limited time, Oreo is a trademark of Mondelez International Group used under license.
Okay, this contract looks good to me. Let me just run it by my lawyer.
Everyone knows that having a good lawyer on hand can be a real game changer, which is why Legal Shield connects you to a vetted law firm in your state for a low monthly fee. Only Legal Shield has been providing this kind of legal peace of mind for over 50 years. Need an experienced set of eyes on that fine print? With Legal Shield, you can say,
let me run it by my lawyer.
Is the dealership giving you a hassle about warranty repairs?
I guess we'll have to talk to our lawyer.
And for that will you've been putting off, you can finally tell your family.
We're good. I had our lawyer take care of it.
Legal Shield isn't AI bots. It's a dedicated group of real lawyers who have your back, no matter what the future brings. All for around the price of those streaming services you don't watch anymore. Sign up at LegalShield.com/radio today. PPLSI does not provide legal representation or advice. See a plan for complete terms.
Moments like hearing my cat purr good morning mean a lot to me. But after being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that is spread to other parts of the body, they mean even more. I take Ibrance, palbociclib. Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative MBC as the first hormonal-based therapy. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
I'm Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I learned about atrial fibrillation the hard way. My symptoms would come and go, shortness of breath, fatigue. I kept going. Then I got so lightheaded, I couldn't. My doctor said I have AFib, so I'm about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. Other symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain can come and go, but the risk of stroke stays. If you have symptoms, tell a doctor. Visit notimetowait.com.
Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change-outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Hi, this is Earl Ron. New South makes windows that are both energy efficient and hurricane resistant. New South is the factory and eliminates the middleman. New South windows are made in Florida for Florida homes by Florida workers because we know Florida weather.
Going on now, save 35% off factory direct windows and doors. Call 1-800-NEW-WINDOWS.
Injured? Hire America's largest injury firm, Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you deserve better. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, CASH. C-A-S-H. Cash. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
They're best friends, unless they're fighting. Are they fighting?
Just moments away, and you know how this works if you've been around, but just in case you're new, this is how we play. We, myself, Sabrina, and C-Lane, we represent somebody in Fritz on the Street. And if we win, you win. And that's how you take home the prize, which is the very elusive Fritz magnet. Now, this is the old design. The new design is coming in soon, and there's only a limited amount of these. There's like 100 of them total in Game of Magnets, of 50,000 plus now total magnets that are out there in the wild somewhere. So if you want to get your hand on it, now's the time to get our attention. I have chosen to represent Dave the Tent Guy on YouTube. That's who I will be representing. What about you, Sabrina?
I'm going to go with Sandra, who sent me a personal email.
Sandra on email. What about you, C-Lane?
I'm going to go with Andrew, who's been trying real hard on YouTube and the texting service to get me to pick him. So it's you, Andrew.
All right.
Good luck.
He's working doubly hard over there. Now, the biggest question of the day. Fritz, are you ready to go?
I feel like it's 50-50.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, 50-50 yes. We'll give it a shot. Let's do Fritz on the Street.
Now it's time for Fritz on the Street.
Hello, C-Lane. Hello, Sabrina. Hello, Sean.
Hi, Fritz.
Hey, Fritzy.
Hey.
Fritz on the Street is sponsored by Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go, just call Mo. That's 866-CALL-MO. That number, 866-CALL-MO. In first place with 117 points, we have Mr. Christopher Lane.
All right, very nice.
In second place with 100 points, we have Sabrina Ambra.
Okay.
And in third place with 97 points, we have Sean Wasson.
Will you ever like this game?
We got
It's just so far away from yours, man.
17 points.
We got Borat, and then what sounded like a really sad Lil Jon. Okay.
So we have
I'm ready, Fritz.
We have 117, 197. You know the drill. 8 questions, 4 current event questions, and 4 general knowledge trivia questions.
Now,
if you think you know it, chime in for that bonus point.
Now, Fritz, there's a pretty big basketball game on last night, as far as I'm aware. So where were these questions asked? Were these phoners?
Yeah, they were phoners because I watched. I tried to watch most of the game. It was very tight, very back and forth. They just
one dang point.
Yeah,
they're
they
not
lost
out,
by-
right? We still
No.
got another chance.
Yeah, I think they have a game Friday.
Hey, why did that end?
I have no idea. 9 participants. So if you think you know it, chime in, and away we go. Question number 1. On Tuesday, 4 police officers were... C-Lane.
North Carolina.
That's incorrect.
Damn it.
On Tuesday, 4 police officers were killed in a shootout while serving active warrants in which North Carolina...
Charlotte.
Charlotte is
Damn it.
correct. Yeah. In which North Carolina city... Sean, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Charlotte?
4.
3.
3 for Sabrina.
5.
And 5 for C-Lane. Question number 1 with answers of 3, 4, and 5.
Ding, 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 ding.
Who knows their North Carolina?
On Tuesday, 4 police officers were killed in a shootout while serving active warrants in which North Carolina city?
Ooh, Charlotte. Charlotte? Oh gosh, I don't know. Raleigh?
Charlotte.
Charlotte.
Raleigh.
Charlotte.
That would be 5. So C-Lane is picking up 2 points, and Sean with a guess of 4 picking up 1 point. We now move on to question number 2 of 8. What literary character was famous for saying, "All you need to fly are love"? Sabrina?
Peter Pan.
Peter Pan is correct.
Oh, boy.
The full quote, "All you need to
Not his
fly
quote.
are lovely things and fairy dust." Sabrina, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Mr. Peter Pantsless?
I will go with 7.
7.
5.
5 for Sean.
I guess I got to do 6 then.
And 6 for C-Lane. Question 2 with answers of 5, 6, and 7.
Ding, 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 ding.
Someone's picking up 2 points. Who knows it?
What literary character was famous for saying, quote, "All you need to fly are lovely things and fairy dust"?
Well, Tinkerbell didn't talk, so Peter Pan.
Literary character. I don't know.
Peter Pan. Tinkerbell. Peter Pan. Peter Pan? Is that Peter Pan?
Peter Pan.
That would be 6. So
Jesus,
C-Lane.
man.
C-Lane picking up 2 points.
Do I hate the game?
Sean and Sabrina with the guesses of 5 and 7, picking up 1 point each. Moving on now to question number 3. Due to national security concerns, President Biden signed into law legislation that could ban... Sean?
TikTok.
TikTok
Damn
is
it.
correct. Yeah! Signed into law legislation that could ban which popular social media app? Sean, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said TikTok?
8.
8 for C-Lane.
Is someone trolling? I will go with 8.
And 8 for Sabrina. Question 3 with answers
7. I
of-
want to do 7. I just changed it.
All right.
Ding, 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 ding.
Damn it.
Changing it to 7.
He already had his finger on the trigger for
International
that.
security concerns, President Biden signed into law legislation that could ban which popular social media app?
TikTok.
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 Instagram.
TikTok. TikTok. TikTok.
That would be 8. So Sean is picking up a 3-pointer on that one. C-Lane also picking up 2 points. And Sabrina with your answer of 7, picking up 1 point. We move on now to question 4. That's the halfway point and Fritz on the street. After question 4, I'll tell you who is leading so far on the day. Question 4 goes like this. Over which islands did the UK and Argentina fight over?
Sean. Falkland Islands.
Falkland Islands are correct. Did the UK and Argentina fight for in 1982? Sean, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said the Falklands?
4.
3 for C-Lane.
2.
And 2 for Sabrina. Question 4 with answers of 2, 3, and 4.
Ding, 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 ding.
Perfect through 4.
Over which islands did the UK and Argentina fight for in 1982?
The Falklands. That would be the Falklands. Falkland Islands.
Falkland.
I have no idea.
I don't know. Ukraine.
Virgin Islands. I'm gonna just say Trinidad. I just feel like Trinidad and Tobago are like.
That would be 4. I like the Ukraine thrown in there.
I love that island, especially this time of year.
Sean picking up a 3-pointer on that one, and C-Lane with a guess of 3 picking up 1 point. That means 4 up and 4 down. In first place with 9 points, that would be Sean Wasson / Dave the Tent Guy. In second place with 7 points, Christopher Lane / Andrew. And in third place with 3 points, Sabrina Ambra / Sandra.
By the way, somebody was like, who's that person that said Instagram? What a dummy. Sabrina said Instagram during the thing.
Trying to trick ya.
You fooled like 3 or 4 people at the very least.
Did I get a point for that?
Yeah, why not?
No points. No.
Happy birthday.
Moving on to question 5. With 4 remaining. Question 5. Recently, a new trial was ordered in the C-Lane.
Harvey Weinstein.
That is incorrect. Recently, a new trial was ordered in the overturned rape conviction of Harvey Weinstein. Sean.
Why did I do that? Oh, I didn't get any more relevant in New York?
New York is correct.
Yeah!
Nicely done. In which U.S. state ended that question? Sean, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said New York State?
6.
7.
7 for C-Lane.
6.
And 6 for Sabrina. Question 5. With answers of 6 and 7.
Recently, a new trial was ordered in the overturned rape conviction of Harvey Weinstein in which U.S. state?
New York.
New York.
New York. California. New York. New York. Florida.
That would be 5, so that means picking up 1 point each with your guesses of 6. That would be Sean and Sabrina.
Okay.
And we have 3 questions remaining.
Moving on up.
Sorry, I wanted to check my facts and got...
That's okay. You get some time?
None the wiser. No, not really.
Okay.
Question 6 with 3 remaining. In 1962, which American astronaut orbited Earth 3 times? C-Lane.
John Glenn.
John Glenn is correct. Which American astronaut orbited Earth 3 times in the space capsule Friendship 7? Oh, I like that. Friendship.
I don't.
C-Lane, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said John Glenn?
Let's go with 6.
6. 5 for Sabrina.
I'll take 4, yeah.
And
I'll do it.
4 for Sean. Question 6 with answers of 4, 5, and 6.
Ding, 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 ding.
Come on, baby.
There's our astronaut.
In 1962, which American astronaut orbited Earth 3 times in the space capsule Friendship 7?
John Glenn?
John Young.
John Glenn?
I'm a little bit mad that I don't know this one.
John Glenn. I don't know. I'm John Glenn? Oh, gosh, I'm not sure.
That would be 4. So Sean is picking up 2 points on that one, and Sabrina with a guess of 5, picking up 1 point.
Yeah.
Slow and steady, right?
Two questions remaining. Question 7. For the first time in 5 months, NASA announced which 1970s space probe is once again... Sabrina.
Hubble.
That is incorrect.
Okay.
Sean.
Sean?
Friendship 8?
No. Can I have the whole question, please, Fritz?
For the first time in 5 months,
Don't be smug.
NASA announced which 1970s space probe is once again sending reliable information.
Voyager?
Voyager's correct. Nicely done. C-Lane, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Voyager?
Let's go 5.
5 for C-Lane.
3.
3 for Sabrina.
4.
And 4 for Sean. Question 7 with answers of 3, 4, and 5. Who knows their space?
For the first time in 5 months, NASA announced which 1970 space probe is once again sending reliable information.
Apollo. I don't know. Hydra. Oh, I have no idea. Voyager.
Voyager.
I have no idea. The Hubble.
I don't know. I'm drawing a blank. It's a cool question.
That would be 2.
Come on, nobody knows Voyager?
2 people did.
It's the one with the record on it, right, Fritz?
I don't remember which one.
What's this guy doing right now?
I know that Voyager 2 was...
What is what? What? I'm sorry, what's wrong?
Just all these facts of the Voyager out of
Space
nowhere.
is very fascinating to me.
He's a space guy.
Yeah.
Space guy.
Voyager 2 was released first. 16 days later, Voyager 1. 1 point awarded on that one with a guess of 3 to Sabrina Ambra. And we move on to question 8. But before we do, let's take a look at the leaderboard. In first place with 13 points, that would be Sean Wasson / Dave the Tent Guy. In second place with 9 points, C-Lane / Andrew. And in third place with 6 points,
Sorry,
Sabrina
Andrew.
Ambra / Sandra. Moving on to question 8. What is the capital of North Dakota?
C-Lane.
C-Lane.
Pierre?
That is incorrect.
Damn it.
North Dakota.
Sean. North Dakota. God. I know so many of them,
Yeah.
but not
We have really
North
great
Dakota.
Dakotas, some of the best Dakotas.
I don't even have a good guess. Port Arthur.
Arthur.
I don't know.
That is incorrect.
North Dakota.
The port of North Dakota.
It's very little known.
Yeah. All tucked away down there.
Mm-hmm.
That would be, I mean, Jacksonville.
That would be Bismarck. C-Lane, you got question 7 right. We will start with you. Out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Bismarck, North Dakota?
5.
5.
2.
2 for Sabrina.
Yep.
6.
And 6 for Sean. Question 8. What?
That was a terrible guess.
What, me?
No, me.
Question.
I'll stick with it. I'll just go with my gut.
Question 8 with answers of 2, 5, and 6.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, your gut might have done something for you.
And last one, what is the capital of North Dakota?
Helena? I think it's Bismarck. Bismarck. I love those donuts. Richmond? Ooh, Bismarck?
Something stupid like Bismarck.
Dakota Town?
Bismarck.
That would be 5. That means C-Lane is picking up 2 points, and Sean with a guess of 6 picking up 1 point. And that means, doing the math here, in first place with 14 points, Sean Wasson / Dave the Tent Guy. Congratulations. In second place with 11 points, Christopher Lane / Andrew. And in third place with 6 points, Sabrina Ambra / Sandra.
Okay.
And that means, if I got to do the math really quick.
Look at your calculator.
No, take your time, Fritz. You're good to go.
Okay.
We want to make sure everything's right
Carry
and all
the
tabulated correctly.
I got it. Got it now. In first place and still leading on Fritz on the Street with 129 points. That would be Christopher Lane, 28 points. 128 points, Christopher Lane. In second place.
What did you add?
I don't know. In second
it's
place.
130.
130?
Oh, no. Fritz, you go back, double check, run your numbers. We'll stall here meanwhile.
11 points.
All right.
117.
Oh, wait, no, never mind. I had that wrong.
Yeah, 128.
What are you doing, man?
Apology.
In second,
I apologize.
It's okay. In second place with 111 points, Sean Walson. And in third place with 106 points, Sabrina Ambra. And that is Fritz on the Street.
Thank you,
Thank you,
I did it.
Thank you.
I was adding
Fritz.
my score, or I was adding Sean's score to my overall.
Don't be trying to take my score for.
It seemed like a good score to take. It
I'll
was
take
my winning
anyone
score.
else's score.
It won, yeah.
Dave the Tent Guy, please email me, tips@thenewsjunkie.com with your address. And
Andrew,
we'll set
don't
you up.
email me with your bitching.
We'll get you that magnet so you can get out there and play a game of magnets. If you are not familiar with all of the magnets that are out there in circulation for the world famous game of magnets, you can check them out on thenewsjunkie.com. There's a whole section there with FAQ on it and all that good stuff. So, and if you've never gotten a magnet, we're about to do a merch drop very, very, very soon. And in this merch drop is one of my favorite magnets. And I know I say that a lot, but I really mean it on this one. I'm glad that it was the 50,000th magnet that was in this design because I love the way it came out. So that is on the horizon. Just bookmark that in your head and remember very soon that'll be dropping. Fritz, you going to hang out with us for a bit?
Hell yeah.
Yes. All right. You can follow Fritz on social media over on Instagram, no_regrets_coyote. No_regrets_coyote. Go over there and follow along. And next week, next week you got Fritz's Funhouse Trivia?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I mean, you know, whether or not Orlando's still going to be, yeah.
Yeah, barring some,
Sports,
other
baby.
circumstances. That's why you follow him. No_regrets_coyote on Instagram. Go out there and play Fritz on the street yourself. When we come back, robots have gone too far once again.
No!
What's happening here? Well, we're all going to find out together. It's going to be a weird experience, but let's do this. Here we go. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
Later today on the Jim Colbert Show, Orlando Sentinel columnist Scott Maxwell talks about a loophole in Florida's ethics laws. Daisy Fiore from the Audubon Center for Birds of Prey brings an owl to the show for Animal House. For JCS Trivia, we have tickets to see the guests at Dr. Phillips Center's newest music room, Judson's Live. Plus, 4 shots at winning $1,000 and your calls, texts, and talkbacks.
The Jim Colbert Show. Weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
Authorities have cleared up that accident on the beach line between Orange Blossom Trail and Orange Avenue. There's nothing really to worry about now. On I-4, however, there's delays before Champions Gate between Osceola Parkway and after State Road 535. Around the perimeter of I-4, it's pretty mellow on State Road 429. No major problems on the Greenway. If you see any traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Mattress Firm's Memorial Day sale is here. Save up to $700 on select mattresses from top brands. Shop a wide selection of quality beds at every price. Plus, get a free adjustable base with qualifying purchase at Mattress Firm's Memorial Day sale.
Tommy Mello here, owner of A1 Garage Door Service. Springtime savings are here, and now is the perfect time to service your garage. Don't wait until a simple garage door repair becomes a major problem. If your garage door is noisy, if bugs are getting in, or if it struggles to open, your garage door is in need of repair. From simple repairs to upgrades, it's A1 from day one. We fix garage doors fast and with quality parts designed to last a lifetime. Our springs, rollers, and openers are tested by running them up and down, open and closed, all day, 24/7, so you can feel confident with every A1 garage door repair. Replacing the bottom rubber on your garage door can have a huge impact on the number of bugs you see in your garage and in your home. As the weather starts to warm up, keep those creepy crawlers outside by calling A1 Garage Door Service today and receive the best service, best parts, and best warranty in the industry.
A1Garage.com. A1 from day one.
Call today and take advantage of our $29.95 tune-up special.
May is here, and that means Florida's intense summer is right around the corner. With new windows and doors from Renewal by Andersen, you can cut back on energy usage, boost your home's curb appeal, and increase your comfort. Renewal by Andersen makes that transition so easy for you thanks to a selection of beautiful, functional replacement windows and doors. And their windows and doors are built solid. That's because Renewal by Andersen's exclusive Fibrix product is chic, tough, easy to maintain, and twice as strong as vinyl. Renewal by Andersen specializes in energy-efficient, custom-built replacement windows and doors. So save money while beautifying your home with Renewal by Andersen. Now through the end of May, buy 2 windows and or patio doors and get the third 60% off. Plus 0 money down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 1 year. They're locally owned and operated, and everything is made in the USA. Go to RBAFLA.com for complete details. Some restrictions apply. Official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. License number CGC 1527613.
I love playing pranks on my sister, and this deal going on at McDonald's is my chance to take the lead. Enjoy any 2 items for $3.79. From the iconic McDouble, the McChicken, a 4-piece chicken McNuggets, small fries, to even a small soft drink. I'm gonna pair my McDouble with her small fries, but secretly pull her fries out of the bag. She won't even notice. Hey, where'd the fries go? Sounds like my prank just got fried. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Single item at regular price.
Not to brag, but I've been crushing it lately. And all credit goes to frozen drinks from McDonald's. Clean my apartment while crushing an ice-cold Oreo frappe. Love that chocolate flavor. Hint of coffee and Oreo cookie pieces. Crush work in overtime thanks to a drizzly caramel frappe. Even fix my own car while crushing a creamy mocha frappe. Start crushing it yourself with a delicious, refreshing frappe from Mickey D's. There are drinks. Then there are drinks from McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. At participating McDonald's for a limited time, Oreo is a trademark of Mondelez International Group, used under license.
Hi, everybody. It's Savannah Guthrie here with Hoda Kotb from The Today Show.
You know that saying, you learn something new every day? Well, it is so true.
Yes, every morning on Today, it's those little tips that can help save you time and improve your day.
From the simplest ways to save money right now to incredible kitchen and cleaning hacks that you never knew existed. Just remember,
see it, hear it, learn it on Today.
Oh, that's genius. You just saved me $40.
Every morning, right here on NBC.
I'm Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I learned about atrial fibrillation the hard way. My symptoms would come and go. Shortness of breath, fatigue. I kept going. Then I got so lightheaded, I couldn't. My doctor said I have AFib, so I'm about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. Other symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain can come and go, but the risk of stroke stays. If you have symptoms, tell a doctor. Visit notimetowait.com.
Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Yo, it's Angel from the Monsters. You want a big green egg? For the lowest prices anywhere, you got to go to my friends, Wassie's Meat Market. They will deliver and set up your big green egg so that you are cooking before they leave. Follow Wassie's Meat Market on Instagram or go to wassiesmeatmarket.com for your big green egg today.
Hey, everybody. It's Savannah and Hoda from The Today Show.
From the simplest ways to save money to incredible hacks you never knew existed. Just remember,
see it, hear it, learn it on Today.
Oh, that's genius. You just saved me $40.
Every morning on NBC.
Think identity theft won't happen to you? Think again. There's a new victim every 3 seconds in the U.S., over 15 million this year alone, and many don't even know they're victims. LifeLock alerts you to identity threats you could miss even when you monitor your credit. If your identity's stolen, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft, but everyone can save up to 25% their first year with my name, Clay, as the promo code at LifeLock.com.
Hey guys, don't be that dad without life insurance. When thanks to Ethos, you can be that great dad with life insurance to help keep his family living exactly like they do now, secure and protected in the event of the unexpected. With a fast and easy online experience, some policies as low as $1 a day and up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam, just a few health questions. Ethos makes getting life insurance protection hassle-free. E for easy, E for Ethos at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com.
Hey, everybody, it's Savannah and Hoda from The Today Show.
From the simplest ways to save money to incredible hacks you never knew existed. Just remember,
see it, hear it, learn it on Today.
Oh, that's genius. You just saved me $40.
Every morning on NBC.
It's brand new, Season 2. I'm Marissa Thalberg.
And I'm Stephen Wolfadata, and we're excited to be back having bigger, bolder, and always real conversations.
Straight from the C-suite front lines of marketing, media, and more.
We have great friends joining from people you may know, like Vilmer Valderrama and Bobby Burke.
And people you'll want to know. So grab a coffee or, hey, even an Aperol Spritz and come join us on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart.
Open your free iHeart app today and search brand new.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, CASH. C-A-S-H. Cash. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Real Radio 104.1.
Join in on the chaos. We eagerly await your dispatch. This is
murky waters momentarily. But, I saw a story today. I was like, this is worth mentioning because it's kind of interesting. There's something that they said is coming back big time. And it's been for a long time associated with like old people.
Syphilis.
Not syphilis. That may be making a comeback too, though. I just don't have the story in front of me. But this is something that was kind of looked down on as boring and like a lame thing. But now everything's changing, and it's the new rage, and bingo.
Oh, yeah. Bingo's fun as hell.
Bingo is like
no skill.
younger people have grabbed a hold of it, and they've reinvented bingo.
Mm-hmm. Why reinvented? What's reinvented about it?
Because it's boring. Old bingo's boring. Now, new bingo is a party.
Bingo.
No, look up. You might be able to find this company. One of the companies that's really, really good at this is Bingo Loco.
Oh,
and
Bingo
it's like,
Loco.
It's like a bingo rave. Right? It's a party while you're playing bingo.
Okay.
This is the new thing that is really catching on. And they said entertainment has become the
11. Oh yeah, Beyonce.
And then you gotta do the thing that C-Lane said. All my single ladies, all my bingo ladies, all my bingo ladies. Is that entertainment has been the hottest new restaurant trend since the pandemic.
Why does she call it attainment?
That's the name of the place, entertainment.
I don't even know.
I get it.
That's quick.
Hottest new restaurant trend since the pandemic. They said bingo-themed nightclubs, raves, and pop-up parties are showing up in cities nationwide, strewing confetti on partygoers as they giddily dot their bingo boards. And there's a DJ playing. There's all kinds of exciting stuff going on. You can win vacations and all sorts of fun random prizes. So I can see how that would draw some younger people in. They go, it's a vacation, 1 week vacation to Cozumel, Mexico or something. And a bunch of younger people go and play bingo and party. That would be fun. I would be into that.
When I did the Galentine's Day event this past February, we had mentioned, and one of the many activities we were doing was bingo, and that is what we got the most calls for.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what do we have to do? How many people? Like, bingo is absolutely making... is it a resurgence when you have halls of people doing it every single week?
For younger
decades?
people. I think it's a resurgence in younger demographics. Older people have loved bingo for as long as I can remember. Fritz, you've ever gone to a bingo hall and actually played?
Not a bingo hall, but a tavern, St. Andrews and Altamont Springs.
They do it
have
there?
bingo nights, yeah. I don't know if they still do. I'm pretty sure they do.
I've been to the what is it, Elks Lodge or a VFW? I forget. There's one downtown that has Monday night bingo that's open to the public. You don't just have to be a member.
But isn't that boring?
Been to that a couple times. It's
they're doing war stories.
No, they're doing bingo. But they
slow.
Most of them have those stories. Yeah, is what it said.
Was that a rude question?
No.
I get really mad when I lose because it's one of those things where it's like if you don't have those numbers, you can't win. And it's always like you're always one or two away, and then someone says bingo, and you go, "Son of a bitch."
That's it's kind of like how scratch offs work. Yeah, if you tell me that you were so close on a scratch off, I'm like, but you weren't. You just had you had numbers that were close, but that doesn't mean that you were like. You almost won. You didn't win. It's
BDMX Con says this sounds like a fake article. Absolutely real. And there's places like Hygiene is another one where they get into playing this. They said younger people have said enough's enough. We're going out and we're eating dinner and it's $100 or $200. We want more. We expect more for our money. So they play bingo, $50, $60 to get into the bingo event. You got entertainment, you got a DJ, you got party-like atmosphere, you got the chance to win really big prizes, you got all the excitement of the moment. And then they also have like really cheap food and really good drinks and stuff there. And it becomes a cool thing. So they go, if I'm going to spend $100 or more, I want more for it. I don't want to sit down at a place and you pop a steak in front of me and then give me $150 for it.
Sean, if you ever want to do bingo, you just call me up.
I'm with you. I'd do it. I've never actually played bingo, but I would absolutely get into it.
It sounds like you're inviting me to play bingo with you, and my answer is yes.
Let's do some bingo. We got to do this.
Right now. What are you doing?
All right. Now's a bad time for me. Well, people are saying on the cruise lines, this is a big thing, and they get into this.
That's where I ran into, or I didn't even play the bingo on the cruise line. I just saw the promo for it, and that's where the B11 thing came from.
Yeah, it sounds like a good time. Good for them. And I think you should demand a little more for your money. Don't let people rip you off. That's no good. Let's talk about robots. All right. I'm not a fan. I don't really like robots that much. I think robots
I don't like robots.
Not one bit.
Yeah.
What's he say? I don't like mosquitoes.
I don't like those mosquitoes. I never did.
Never did. Oh, classic Trump clip. Now I've got to play it, but I don't even know where it is. So I don't know if. Well,
I don't like mosquitoes. Huh? I don't like those mosquitoes. I never did.
Never did. To the robots. Tell me this isn't weird, man. This is so strange. Medical students, when they're training them to get ready for working in a hospital in the delivery ward where they welcome new babies to the world, there's all sorts of different things you can learn. The textbook is there. You can do all of that stuff. But they also have a robot that simulates the birth of a child.
Okay.
And they use this in these classrooms. Let me see if I can find a spot here. Okay, look.
Afterbirth included?
I don't know if there's any afterbirth in there, but they can make that happen. This is, you see,
if
the
you don't
robot
have to
here.
mop the floor afterwards, that robot is not doing its job.
What do we really learn? Look at them going at it. So they're actually simulating right here.
Doing great, Noelle. Bringing the head down nicely.
It's not
Noelle's
every
a
day
robot.
you get to see a baby being born, especially if it's a robot baby.
Doing great. A lot of pressure.
A lot of pressure. That's it.
Look at that.
Baby's almost out.
Is it a boy or girl?
It's a baby girl.
Isn't that crazy? A robot.
Is it
just
a boy
gave birth to
sometimes? does the robot switch it up?
It's like a little surprise. I've never seen anything like this before.
It's got its own lazy Susan genitals. It just goes, right?
That'd be great. I'll put this up on See It Now, but they have to do this kind of stuff, right? You have to have experience, and you got to know what to expect for the first time you deliver a baby. What do you think about this particular robot? Let us know. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com. Send it to dispatch right now. I'll put it on See It Now because it's a visual for everybody who wants to take a peek at this when you get a chance. When we return, we got a couple of things. Number one, jury duty. Number two, there's a hit piece out there on Dwayne Johnson, a.k.a. The Rock. I'll tell you what. He is a guy who I like, and I think he seems nice, and he seems fun, and
Hasn't
he
had
seems
a whole lot of bad press.
Yeah.
No. But there's some stuff in this article. It's going to change some minds.
No.
Come on. It's about time.
I got it right here. We'll see how everybody digests that. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network, presented by DraftKings Fantasy.
We'll begin with hoops, where the Magic Cavaliers playoff series is shifted back to Orlando for Game 6 after Cleveland took a 3-2 lead last night. Discipline is expected after a bench-clearing brawl during last night's Rays-Brewers game. Jose Siri and Abner Uribe were the lead combatants. And Tuesday's Diamondbacks-Dodgers game out in Phoenix, it was delayed nearly 2 hours by a swarm of bees on the netting behind home plate. I'm Scott Davidson.
Check out what DraftKings has to offer this season with code SPORTS, because life's more fun when you're in on the action. DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Age and eligibility restrictions apply. Void where prohibited. See DraftKings.com for details.
When it comes to fixing stuff around your house, there's lots of companies out there that say they're going to help you. Many of them fly-by-night companies. You're not really in good hands. You can't trust these folks. They could rip you off. You're not going to get good work from them. But if you, like me, trust locally owned and operated, family-owned and operated companies that have been around for over 3 decades, helping people out and striving to be honest, then Mills Air is the company that you need to think about when you have an issue with your AC. If your air conditioning company isn't treating you right, it's time to change. It's time to move on to somebody else who absolutely will. And you can trust me on that. I put my word on the line because Leon Mills is a man who runs a company the right way. And that's why they've been in business since 1992, helping people just like you. They're a Carrier factory authorized dealer. They can get you big rebates on a new Carrier unit. And I want you to sign up for preventative maintenance. It is such a good deal. It can save you money and detect an upcoming breakdown. And they'll change out your filters and clean out your lines and all the stuff that you absolutely will forget to do. And then you just have a problem on your hands. 407-277-1159. Ask them about preventative maintenance. 407-277-1159. You could always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you could always turn to the company that I trust, Mills Air. MillsAir.com.
I'm Mark Anajar.
I'm Glenn Levine.
I'm Ellie Anajar.
And we're Anajar and Levine. Experience the Anajar and Levine difference by calling us with any of your legal needs. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In Office Orlando.
Get to Twin Peaks for Wing Wednesday. Every Wednesday, we have 6 boneless wings, fries, and a soda for just $10. Prefer a signature draft beer? It's only $2 more. That's every Wednesday at Twin Peaks.
Hi, this is Earl Ron. At New South Window, we bring the factory to you. Our windows and doors are made with quality in mind, and your products and installation are backed by our lifetime warranty. That's because New South Window knows the importance of single source accountability. We believe in removing the middleman so you get more for your money. This is real factory direct. One company, one call, guaranteed for life. Get New South proud.
For a limited time only, save 35% on New South Windows products and installation.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, a Pfizer vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just 1 dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
Did you know that your largest investment asset might not be your retirement account or home? I'm Jay Jackson, CEO of Abacus Life. Most people don't realize that their life insurance policy is actually an asset they can sell. But for almost 20 years, Abacus has been purchasing life insurance policies from seniors just like you. We've even created a free policy value calculator at abacuspays.com so you can find out in seconds what we might pay for your policy. There are no fees and no obligations, just information. Knowing the value of your life insurance policy is as important as knowing the value of your home, your equity portfolio, or your finances in total. Discover the valuable information you need to understand the current market value for your life insurance, and then get real value from your life insurance when you need it with Abacus. Visit abacuspays.com to learn more and use our free policy value calculator today.
Moments like my daughter telling me a new joke mean a lot to me. But after being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that is spread to other parts of the body, they mean even more. I take Ibrance, palbociclib.
Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative MBC as the first hormonal-based therapy. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
Think identity theft won't happen to you? Think again. There's a new victim every 3 seconds in the U.S., over 15 million this year alone, and many don't even know they're victims. LifeLock alerts you to identity threats you could miss even when you monitor your credit. If your identity's stolen, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft, but everyone can save up to 25% their first year with my name, Clay, as the promo code at LifeLock.com.
If you're ready for a new job, let Express Employment Professionals help you. Express is already hiring for summer jobs in a variety of industries. Job seekers never pay a fee at Express. Go to expresspros.com to find your location. That's expresspros.com.
Sure, you could call your family, but then they'll start calling you all the time. Instead, just say, Alexa, play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio. He won't hesitate to call you out when you're being a little ASCII. This is the new.
Heads up, Sabrina, there's a bird story in jury duty. And a bit of a mystery attached to it. So,
you know, I love my good bird mysteries.
Well, you're going to see if this one is something maybe you can help solve in just a moment here. But first, a narrative breaker. I'm telling you, this story, this expose about Dwayne Johnson, a.k.a. The Rock, this guy's loved. He's just beloved, basically, by everybody out there. Like The Rock? Hell yeah, he's cool. Now, The Rock, he mixes up every once in a blue moon into politics, and then he, you know, as you always will do, he divides his audience in half. Not really half, but, you know, fringe people who are against whatever political view he takes will then go, I'm not watching any more movies. I'm not supporting The Rock anymore.
But the latest was his attempt to be right in the middle.
Yes.
And then he went back into the WWE, right?
I think so, yeah.
Been featured recently?
He's like in charge of things again over at the WWE. He's like a bigwig over there.
Yeah, he's on the board, I think, or something, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah. And he was getting some heat because everybody was rooting for this other guy who's an upstart in the WWE. And The Rock
Roman
interjected
Reigns?
himself. No, I can't remember the guy's name. Cody something, I think.
Rhodes, right? Cody Rhodes?
Yeah, that might have been it. But Cody Rhodes, that's what's coming to mind. I'm not sure if that's correct.
The blonde-haired guy, right?
I have no idea. I've never seen this for a moment in my life.
Yeah,
I only remember news stories.
Son of Dusty?
Yep.
It's all I can hold. Is it really?
The very same, yep.
I did not know that until this very second.
Nepo baby?
So
no.
Here's truly, right? Here is the piece that I'm talking about, the narrative breaker on Dwayne The Rock Johnson. It says, for more than 2 decades, Dwayne The Rock Johnson has nurtured a reputation as a hardworking, muscle-bound action comedy movie star with considerable box office drawing power. But Red One, a high-powered Christmas crowd pleaser for Amazon MGM, has turned into a massive budgetary misadventure, casting Johnson's fame and work ethic in a different light. So this is the movie that The Rock was working on. It's called Red One. It's a Christmas movie. It was originally slated for release during the 2023 Christmas season. The Red One theatrical release has been delayed to November 2024, supposedly due to last year's labor strikes. But the real story is a lot messier. Here we go. Production issues, ranging from Johnson's chronic lateness on set and a lack of professionalism on set to producers' inexperience, caused cost on the movie co-starring Chris Evans and J.K. Simmons to spiral upwards with a final budget of over $250 million. That's a lot to recoup on a Christmas movie, friends. That's a lot of money. You ain't making that back.
How late was he?
He was late a lot. According to more than a dozen insiders directly involved with the project, Red One, production was a perfect storm of problems compounded by the inexperience of the film's lead producer, Hiram Garcia of $7 Productions, an Amazon MGM feature, and production executives Julia Rappaport and Glenn Gaynor overseeing the project. Here we go. This is right in front of me, too, if you want to take a look, Seelan. Insiders told The Wrap that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson showed up as much as 8 hours late to set on the movie, forcing the crew to shoot around him on some days. On previous films, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson made a habit of peeing in a water bottle to save time, upsetting crew members. So
what?
It says
so
on
he's
set,
super late, but then once he's there, pees in a water bottle.
Pees in a water bottle. On set, away from his trailer, if he needs to pee, he doesn't go to the public bathroom, says somebody who knows him well. He pees in a Voss water bottle, and his team or a PA has to dispose of it. So this dude's just leaving pee-pee water bottles in his wake all over the set, showing up 8 hours late to the set while everybody waits around for him, and they have to shoot around him. And he's overall a prima donna pain in the ass, according to them. Amazon was hoping to launch a potential franchise with Red One, which is about a villain who kidnaps Santa Claus from the North Pole, after which ELF, extremely large and formidable, they already did the ELF thing in the Santa Claus, though. They already did that. They said joins forces with a bounty hunter and to find Santa Claus and save Christmas. It was from the guy from Fast and Furious and Jumanji. And they just go around to this behind-the-scenes chat where he was late so much, and it was a disaster. They said, in a statement of The Wrap, a spokesperson for Amazon MGM denied there were any on-set issues with Red One or delays caused by Johnson's lateness or $7 inexperience. So they say no.
So it's one employee.
No.
People are backing this up.
Almost a dozen, they said.
Oh, wow.
Almost a dozen employees who stepped forward and said that what was happening. This is The Rock is
handlers.
Yeah, that's probably why they're a little mad. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, who advocates for himself as the hardest worker in the room, has developed a reputation in the industry for his lateness and lack of professionalism on set, according to multiple insiders who spoke to The Wrap. Said one Red One insider, the only thing Dwayne was consistent at was being chronically late. The examples of his tardiness are numerous and well documented, from showing up late to fan events to leaving entire sets idle while he was off doing 3-hour workouts, they suggested. And there's
that would annoy the hell out of me.
It would too, but it seems so out of nowhere. I mean, he's been a film star for quite a long time. Obviously, he's been in the entertainment industry for quite a long time.
Yeah,
and this is now just coming out.
Since maybe before
1998, I think was his debut.
That's strange.
Maybe previously people were like, "Oh, we got the job done, and he didn't make us wait as long." But if this says Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was late an average of 7 to 8 hours every day and missed several entire days of production. It was an effing disaster, one insider said. On days when Johnson didn't show up at all, the production crew was forced to shoot around him. Dwayne truly doesn't give an F. So they just torched this movie and the production and everything else behind it. If you want to read the rest of it, it's called Red One Down, How Dwayne Johnson's Tardiness Led to a $250 million runaway production. And now they think this movie is just going to leak money. It's going to be a disaster for them. All right, what do you think? Let us know. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and send us a dispatch. Right now, let's do jury duty.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass. You're now on jury duty with the News Junkie.
Jury duty brought to you by the one, the only Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm.
Nice
Injured
guy.
on the go? Just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO, 866-CALL-MO, and go to justcallmo.com. After an accident, you rack your brain and you go, who is that attorney I heard about, the one that's going to help me out, the one that's going to treat me like a human being instead of just another field in a spreadsheet and will settle by algorithm like so many of these other attorneys do? No, you don't want that. You want Mo DeWitt. 866-CALL-MO or go to justcallmo.com. Here we go. Before your bird story, Sabrina. A Florida woman is in trouble. Here's what she did. A Florida woman was taken to jail after she broke into her ex-husband's home and tried to stab him in his sleep, authorities said.
I'm waiting for the illegal part.
During the early morning hours of April 26, a deputy responded to a home in Bunnell after a woman called 911 saying her boyfriend's ex-wife had broken into their home and was standing over their bed while they were sleeping.
God.
and attempted to stab him.
Talk about a crazy ex.
There was 3 children also inside the home. They were not hurt, but they were traumatized by this. They said the woman had tried to buy a gun from a man across the street, but the man did not have one. And then she went into the house with a knife.
Wait,
said,
it's day of?
Day of.
Just knocks on the door like, can I just buy a quick gun from you?
Yeah.
Got some business.
Middle of the night, she tries to buy a gun from the neighbor. I said, what would you have done if you would have got the gun? A deputy asked her. And she says, I would have blew his brains out.
Oh, God. And she's telling the cop that?
Yeah. And not thought twice about it, she said.
Oh, what a dummy.
She was very, very angry about this guy. And a mystery is underway in West Palm Beach as there's one missing bird at the Palm Beach Zoo right now. And
is this your bird story?
Yes. It's a lorikeet. Have you ever heard of a lorikeet?
Laura versus Para.
It's not just any bird. It's a bird worth $500. So they think somebody came in and stole the bird.
You've seen them. They're very beautiful.
Very colorful.
Yeah, multiple colors.
Lorikeet.
I want to say they're on like the Lenovo loading screen back in the day. Like,
really?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. These things are stunning.
Yeah.
It's a parrot.
Is it a parrot? Okay.
Known as honey eaters.
It's the traditional green, red, blue, yellow, like all those beautiful colors coming together.
All the colors of the bow, Sean.
Unbelievable. And somebody had the gall to steal one of them from the Palm Beach Zoo.
Nice bird pun.
You can't. They stole one bird, I imagine, out of the entire bird sanctuary that they have there.
Yeah.
And have no way of.
Maybe they only needed one.
It. Yeah, but it's like you can't see the person who's grabbing the bird and putting it in their coat and walking out of the zoo.
Oh, I would have thought they had cameras on almost everything there, but maybe they don't. We'll see.
Do you think there's a more expensive bird than a $500 bird?
Yeah, definitely.
In the thousands, tens of thousands.
Most expensive bird. Let me check. The racing pigeon. Racing pigeon, specifically Armando, was sold for $1.4 million.
Armando.
That one was.
Do they still do homing pigeons?
I don't know. I think they can, but I don't know if they do.
Right.
We'll have to see.
Cool.
Pigeon people. Pigeon people, join the bee people and join us on the show. We need this information. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com and send us a dispatch. When we come back, the lab mice, the lab rats, they're getting smarter. They've seemingly figured something out. What happened? Wait till you hear this. This is going to surprise you. And it's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Orlando City remains home at Inter Coast Stadium to host FC Cincinnati this Saturday. Coverage begins at 7 p.m. on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
You could expect your regular delays where Vine Street meets John Young Parkway, slowdowns on Colonial Boulevard by the interstate, and on I-4, delays before Champions Gate between Osceola Parkway and after State Road 535. Around the perimeter, it's pretty mellow on State Road 429, no major problems on the Greenway. But if you see any traffic troubles, please call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by MD Now Urgent Care. For over 15 years, Floridians have trusted the physician-led team at MD Now Urgent Care for high-quality health care. From injuries and illnesses to school and sports physicals, MD Now Urgent Care is here to get you back to better. Find a location near you at mdnow.com and use their convenient web check-in today.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
For more information about contests on this station, go to realradio.fm/rules.
Think identity theft won't happen to you? Think again. There's a new victim every 3 seconds in the U.S., over 15 million this year alone, and many don't even know they're victims. LifeLock alerts you to identity threats you could miss even when you monitor your credit. If your identity's stolen, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft, but everyone can save up to 25% their first year with my name, Clay, as the promo code at LifeLock.com.
I'm Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I learned about atrial fibrillation the hard way. My symptoms would come and go. Shortness of breath, fatigue. I kept going. Then I got so lightheaded, I couldn't. My doctor said I have AFib, so I'm about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. Other symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain can come and go, but the risk of stroke stays. If you have symptoms, tell a doctor. Visit notimetowait.com.
Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Cards issued by Sutton Bank and Celtic Bank, members FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
Are you the decision maker in your company? Consider this. For the first time in decades, there's a better option for a corporate card and spend management platform. Meet Ramp, the only corporate card and spend management system designed to help you spend less money so you can make more. Most corporate credit cards offer points as incentives, but those points amount to less than their worth in real cash value. Ramp's business cards offer you cash back, real money in your pocket. Plus, you control who spends what with each vendor. And Ramp's software collects and verifies receipts automatically, which means you'll stop wasteful spending and close your books in hours instead of days. Businesses that use Ramp add up to 5% to their bottom line the first year. If you're a decision maker, adding Ramp could be one of the best decisions you've ever made. And now get $250 when you join Ramp for free. Just go to ramp.com/free. Ramp.com/free. ramp.com/free.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Think identity theft won't happen to you? Think again. There's a new victim every 3 seconds in the U.S., over 15 million this year alone, and many don't even know they're victims. LifeLock alerts you to identity threats you could miss even when you monitor your credit. If your identity is stolen, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft, but everyone can save up to 25% their first year with my name, Clay, as the promo code at LifeLock.com.
I'm Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I learned about atrial fibrillation the hard way. My symptoms would come and go. Shortness of breath, fatigue. I kept going. Then I got so lightheaded, I couldn't. My doctor said I have AFib, so I'm about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. Other symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain can come and go, but the risk of stroke stays. If you have symptoms, tell a doctor. Visit notimetowait.com.
Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
GMC Sierra trucks in stock now at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because clients and character matter. Contact them at whenyounneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, GRAND, G-R-A-N-D, GRAND. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Filling you in on the shocking details. Just try not to pass out.
Just a moment. C-Lane sent me a text last night. And he was like, oh, my God. I don't know how I haven't thought of this before. I'm always giving C-Lane crap for being a pirate, for pirating things, maybe going a little afoul of the law with content online that he's finding, and he's the pirate of the show. And I posted something on the website, thenewsjunkie.com. If you want to see it, I'll tell you where it's at in just a moment here. But I posted something that all the stuff that I've learned over the years doing this show on how to get around the newspaper paywalls, right? There's so many of these things. You go to a website, 8,000 things pop up. You see the article disappears, it goes away.
I've asked you like 50 times how to do it. I do it that one time and then I forget.
I've got a bunch of tools that I use to do this, and there's almost nothing that I can't get around. And so I wrote this piece on how to get around newspaper paywalls. A little controversial, I'm sure. But it says, like, from easy, medium to advanced. Here's all the tricks that you can use. Here are the tools that you can use. Here's the way to get around all of these. And then C-Lane text messaged me and goes, how did I not realize that every time you come after me for pirating stuff, you're the news pirate.
You're the pirate.
Yeah. you pirate news.
You pirate the news.
Which if we're gonna be, if we're really telling the truth here, probably the nerdiest thing to pirate.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm not even going to argue against that. Pirating the news is the lamest thing to pirate. But I've found all of these sites and all of these different things that you can use to get around this stuff. Now, I want to stipulate something here. If you have a source that you really end up liking and you read a lot of their stuff and digest a lot of their stuff, you should 1,000% support that outlet. So let's say you go to the New York Times and you're like, I like Wordle. Does the New York Times give extra stuff to subscribers for Wordle? Do they not
for Wordle, but some of their other games?
Yeah.
So if you like Wordle and you'll go, hey, I'll subscribe and I could play a couple other games and I'll enjoy this. And if you're doing that,
they acquired Wordle as sort of like a gateway drug to their multiple crossword puzzles and other word related games and stuff. And they give you so many free things a day. And then the rest of them is like, oh, if you subscribe, you can do this really fun thing.
And I think you should. If you really like an outlet like that, don't just steal their stuff. You should do it. You should subscribe and support them. But on the run-up, before you even know if you want to support these people, on the run-up, you should be able to peek behind the wall a little bit. And that's what these tools are used for. And Eric on YouTube says, news should be free. Yeah, I mean, for the most part, like I remember one time.
Especially when you have juicy headlines. It happens all the time when I'm prepping, where it's like, you're not going to believe what just happened. And you click the link.
Paywall.
And it's a paywall. And even some of it will be like, we've teased you with 60% of this article, but to get the real scoop, you've got to pay for it. Or so lame.
How about this one? I've literally seen this. When there was a Category 4 hurricane coming, they're like, how to be prepared and get ready for the hurricane behind a paywall. Like information.
They've been better at that.
Sometimes the news outlets will go, we have specific things like really, really important things that we don't put behind the paywall. But some places will just be brutal about it. It went from being on USA Today that you could get 90% of the stuff or more just free with ads that are on the side. And then they had a couple of things that they put behind their paywall. Now you go to usatoday.com and there's a lot of stuff behind the paywall. Again, if you start going there and you like it every day, support them. But at first, you could use these tools to get behind that wall. Put it up at thenewsjunkie.com/SSTip if you want to check it out. Probably not. I don't think so. I mean, there's sites that are up. Like there's one that I put in there. I mentioned this website, and it's a programmer out of Armenia. And I guess because of the laws in Armenia, there's nothing they can do about it to get this guy to take his website down. And his website scrapes every single article from the New York Times, the Washington Post, and the Wall Street Journal and just reposts them on this guy's site. And it's like they're not able to stop him. They want to stop this guy, but they haven't been able to do this. And while you're just perusing things and checking out these outlets, take a peek for free. So thenewsjunkie.com/SSTip is where you'll find it over on the website as we go on to talking about lab rats. Lab mice, laboratory mice. The poor mice, they get the worst of it. You think they're tested on more than anything else?
Yeah, I think so, because they can show generational, what's it called? They breed quickly.
Right?
They do, yeah. And have you ever heard of...
second is monkeys, right?
I know this is a super nerdy thing.
Rabbits.
Monkeys are used in a lot of stuff too. That's super controversial though. The use of monkeys as opposed to rats. I mean, all of it seems like, what animal? What animal are you valuing over the other animal, and what are you doing to them? Have you ever heard of Fritz, the beautiful ones? The study of the beautiful ones?
I don't think so.
Oh man, really interesting. I know this is a super nerdy thing when I say it's like my favorite study of all time, but they had this massive colony of mice, and they found out what happened when population spirals out of control. They wanted to see if these mice, they were given everything. They had plenty of water, plenty of food. Everything was perfectly set up as like a utopia for these mice. But you find out what happens when the populations get too big. And some of the ways that changed are so wild and interesting to think about. Look that up. When you're on the bathroom, when you're on the toilet, next time you're on the toilet, and you're thinking, what am I going to read here? Go to Wikipedia and look up the beautiful ones and read about that experiment. and I think you'll be interested.
Did
I say it wrong that time? Experiment or experiment? I always
I
screw it
never
up.
know.
Experiment.
Okay.
They always go, tell Watson it's not a gum.
It's not a what?
Gum, like experiment. Experiment.
Oh, yeah. I think I am experiment.
I don't know. People get on you. They were getting on you today and yesterday because yesterday you said mullet again.
Do I say mullet weird?
I don't think you say it weird. I think people are weird about the word.
Like the fish?
No, like the hairstyle.
Yeah, like the guy wearing a mullet. I say it the same way every time.
Because people think that it should rhyme with bullet. It's not a mullet, it's a mullet.
Oh.
Come on. Ugh. I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I've always said it that way, and I've always heard people say it that way.
It's actually Malay.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
that sounds way too fancy for that.
Is it one of those things where it's a technically thing? Like, see, in radio, you have to worry about talking to people in a way that they can easily understand.
Hello?
Basically.
Yeah. I still haven't figured that one out.
Here's an example. The word guillotine is actually, I believe, pronounced guillotine.
Yeah, it is.
But if I say behind this microphone the word guillotine, unbelievable amounts of people will be like, what a moron. How stupid is Sean? He doesn't know how to say this word.
Not that I learned what a guillotine was very young, but I always grew up calling it a guillotine.
That's the correct way.
Guillotine just sounded like, all right, maybe somebody else says it.
In popular culture, it was always referred to as a guillotine, and that's how everybody said it. But then you get the actually person waiting on the sidelines. Actually, it's pronounced guillotine. But am I too behind this microphone right here? Please the actually people, or say it in a way so most of the audience will understand what's going on and they won't be confused by the way I pronounce it. That's the tough one, friends. Not that this is a super tough job or anything, but that's just a concern.
It's harder than it sounds.
Back to the mice. Laboratory mice are deliberately making mistakes during experiments and annoying the scientists watching them. This says, the humble lab mouse has been used in tests for hundreds of years, but it seems like the small rodents have been carrying out their own experiments, as they do not always perform as expected. Now it seems this isn't just some scientific anomaly, but a concerted effort by the mice to mess things up. So this doctor believes that the mice in these studies are purposely screwing things up to mess with the scientists.
That's rad.
There we go.
Punk as hell.
Dr. Kuchibota told the Times it could be quite frustrating. You're doing an experiment, and mice just don't seem to be getting it. You've done everything correctly, but they seem to be making tons of errors as this is happening, and they believe that they're doing it on purpose. They gave an example of this. They say Dr. Kuchibota, and a graduate student, decided to test a theory. They created an experiment where thirsty mice could hear one of two sounds. When one sound was played, they were supposed to turn a wheel to the left using their front legs. For the other sound, they had to turn the wheel to the right. When the mice did this correctly, they were rewarded with a drink of water. When they spun the wheel the wrong way, they were given nothing at all. But the mice would just do it wrong on purpose. They just screwed with these scientists because they didn't want to participate.
Thirst? Jesus.
They don't
even get a treat if they do something right. It's just drink water.
I know.
Maybe that's sad, man.
Yeah, that sounds kind of brutal. We got to talk about something else, Fritz. All right?
Uh-oh. Got it.
It's
Fritz is in trouble.
Time to pay the piper here. What's going on with your raise, buddy?
Oh, they are sucking so much.
I thought you meant like a pay raise. I'm like, this is not a conversation.
First he's asking about his Ozempic, and now his salary.
That's inappropriate. No.
There's a alleged child sex predator in the Dominican Republic that isn't playing for the Rays anymore, thank God. And
really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That
I remember the
guy,
story, but I didn't know that they had bounced him off the Tampa Bay Rays. They did?
Yeah, he has not been with the team this season. He was not at spring training. So there's that.
The prison baseball team is going to do really well this season.
Yeah, they're going to be great.
Yeah, it's not good.
Didn't they get into a big, giant fight, Fritz?
Oh, yeah.
There was a
Over
huge
what?
fight. I don't know. There was a
like
fight
amongst
last
each
night.
other?
No.
No. The benches were cleared during a Brewers-Rays game, and a huge fight broke out. And there was a bunch of suspensions and all kinds of stuff as a result of this. Did you see this game, Fritz?
I did not. I was watching the Magic game just to see if trivia was still going to be on or not.
Oh, gotcha.
for next week.
It says Major League Baseball announced several suspensions today in relation to last night's confrontation between the Rays and the Brewers. Milwaukee right-handers Freddie Peralta and Abner Uribe got suspensions of 5 and 6 games, respectively. Their manager, Pat Murphy, got a 2-game suspension. Outfielder Jose Siri of the Rays.
He ran from the outfield to be part of the fight.
Get out of the fight.
Yeah.
Okay. Got 3-game suspension, and all 4 parties also received undisclosed fines. So it was like a whole to-do, getting wild out there. Is that a rivalry, Fritz, between those 2 teams?
I don't believe so. Our main rivalry is with the Boston Red Sox. I'm actually watching it now to see, oh, man, punches thrown.
Yeah.
Is it
so
any
I guess
different
now
from
it is.
all the other fights that you've seen in baseball?
It's like a typical, a lot of noise, not many punches landing.
It's just like a cartoon gaggle of human beings with just fists popping out every now and then and dirt flying all around.
Now, riddle me this. Was it, oh, God, what team was it? Was it Braves? Some MLB team.
Mm-hmm.
The fans on social media afterwards slowed down the footage of the pitcher and straight up called him out for cheating.
Oh, yeah?
They switched the ball, and then you could see him grabbing, the sticky stuff from
the pine tar.
his glove, and the game went on with no problem because of the way they did it, but everyone else is like, hello, can we call them out post-game for clearly cheating?
I don't know. Can you, Fritz? If they find, after the game that they were cheating, they got video footage of it, they could still get in trouble or no?
I mean, maybe now with new rules, but they didn't even. There was a perfect game thrown in Detroit a number of years ago, and on the very last out, the umpire said he was safe when he was clearly out by a foot. And they didn't even retroactively give that pitcher a perfect game, so I doubt that they would do it.
Wasn't that the one we just watched, Sean? Didn't we just watch a baseball game where everybody was booing because the
Orioles.
They did the replay.
Yep, yeah. And they thought it was just clear as day that the ump or whatever had gotten it wrong.
That was the Dodgers game, right? Angels, maybe?
Yeah. It was a big deal. They were really pissed off.
I'm not actually sure, Fritz. I'm just going to say
yes. Sure it's the Orioles.
That was it. Fritz, you're right.
It was the Orioles because they were high-fiving afterwards while the entire stadium was booing.
Oh, that's right. Sabrina's right, because the Orioles didn't care that they won, even though it wasn't a fair game.
It's like, that's garbage. It's garbage. All right.
The Oriole player has a grin from ear to ear on his face. He's like, I don't care.
Worked out for us.
I'll take it.
It's a win.
All right. Jeff.
Okay.
How much did that sound like we knew what we were talking about?
A lot of it.
I don't know.
Very confident.
If someone just tunes in, they're like, oh, the sports show.
Well, we got more
Sports
questions.
segment. Oh.
Lisa on YouTube says, what does Fritz think of the Rays City Connect jerseys?
Oh, they're not great.
No?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of them. I do. The hat logo looks kind of cool, but it's too. I don't know. It's too dated looking, and I'm not with it.
I'm trying to bring it up.
It's crazy, points for trying something new, but yeah, I'm not a big fan of it.
Can they just change the jersey for a special occasion, whatever they want? Because I know that the NBA teams have been doing this thing where they're like, well, obviously the NFL does the throwback week.
Yeah.
Where
baseball does that too.
Okay, and then NBA teams, at least the Magic, I know, do a city night where they have a different jersey. But on the opposite end of the spectrum, MLS, and I kind of like this, I kind of don't, they only let you change one of your kits a year. Mm-hmm. And that's the away one or the home one. And then you got to keep it for a year.
All different warm-up jerseys. All the time.
Warm-up jerseys.
Yes, but that's what they're wearing on TV. That's what they're wearing away. I mean,
what's the City Connect thing? Is that a warm-up jersey?
No, it's going to be an actual in-game worn uniform. And
I got it here.
Yeah, they were trying to make a connection with skateboarders in Tampa Bay, so they went with this 90s skateboard look. It doesn't.
Even the guy wearing it is like, why?
Can I take this off?
Hold on. First of all, remove him from that graffitied background and see if that still looks as cool.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. I haven't done that yet.
I don't hate it. I mean, I've seen uglier.
Yeah, it's not my thing. I mean, I don't mind that they're doing it.
What's the team that just got new pants and you could see all their genitals perfectly?
Oh, that's pretty much every Major League Baseball team right now because the uniforms are hot garbage.
I'll put this up
Pains
over on
are
See It
in.
Now. Yep. You can judge for yourself over on See It Now and see what you think. Real quick, let's work in a couple of dispatches and see what you guys got going on out there. You're part of this show, too. And we got Concrete Mike talking about the Tampa Brawl.
Happy Hump Day News Junkie crew.
Hey.
So I was watching that Tampa game, and the guy, I believe, struck out or got just called 3 strikeout. And as he was walking towards the dugout, he went by one of the other players from Milwaukee, and the guy said something to him because you could read the guy's lips. He turned around and said, "What you call me?"
Uh-oh.
And then the other guy turned back around and swung on him, and then that was it. All the benches cleared. It was chaos.
That's all it takes.
Personal
Robert,
beef.
Over on YouTube, Robert says, I figured it out. I really enjoy listening to y'all, but the freak is gone in Dallas-Fort Worth.
Yeah, I heard about that.
So I'll be tuning into y'all this way from now on, unless I can find you on a radio app. Are you on iHeart? Yes, you can on various stations that we're on. But the one that you mentioned, yes, you can absolutely listen live on iHeart with that. Or you can get the stream every day over on the newsjunkie.com. It's always going to be there for you. So that's the most reliable way to do things. One more here. This is Grass Chopper. It says, how dare you, Sean?
Hey, bro, I just went to the website. I searched SS tip, and you know what came in? A paywall. What the heck is that?
That's the most ironic thing.
Talking about paywalls, and then you give us one?
You're right,
I'm
friend.
right in the face with it? What's going on, bro?
If you want to know, you'll have to go the extra mile, my friend. That's how it works. Last one for now. Somebody wants to talk about the bingo. All the bingo ladies.
Hey, what's up, junkies? Hey, the Gators out in Hunt Club, they have like $10 buy-in music bingo. It's pretty cool. Place gets packed like very fast.
You know,
you guys should check it out.
Gators out in Hong Kong.
Gators out in Hong Kong?
You haven't lived until you've been to the Hong Kong Gators.
Oh, I think it's a big thing. I think the bingo thing is growing, and that's cool. More exciting, fun things for people to do to enjoy themselves.
Is bingo fun for more than an hour?
No.
I think you got to limit it. I think you can't do it for too long, but an hour should be fine, right? Yeah. Like,
I mean, if the person hosting it is making it exciting, then yeah, I'm sure it can be fun for more than an hour. Like I like I've done bingo in places where they'll do like different shapes, and you're like, okay, like this bingo, you need to get the ones that make a penis or something like that to call bingo.
Yeah, but I think Sabrina's talking about like bowling. Bowling's fun.
Well, yeah, bowling can be fun for hours.
Yeah, there's a point where at bowling, you're like, I think we've bowled. I think we came here to bowl.
Sounds like Fritz and Sean are on different planes.
Not going bowling together. Got it.
Let's go bowling.
Fritz, you've bowled for 3 or 4 hours?
Oh, yeah.
I would be hurting. Next day after that, oof, that'd be a little tough, I think.
7 hours, 24 hours.
24-hour bowling spree. That's something.
Now we're talking.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, there is an update to Seymour Wiener. Our guy
he
with
passed
the hot
away,
dog night.
didn't he?
Maybe.
You saw his last one.
I don't know. We'll find out. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Threads at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Authorities are still working on that accident on International Drive southbound at Vineland Avenue. There's an accident off to the left shoulder on I-4 westbound at Conroy Road. And on International Parkway, authorities are clearing up an accident northbound at Wilson Road. Traveling on I-4 this afternoon, you could expect your regular delays before Champions Gate between Osceola Parkway and after State Road 535. If you see any traffic troubles, please call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Dairy Queen. Hey, DQ fans, cool off with their new Summer Blizzard treat menu. Try new Picnic Peach Cobbler or snag a perfect beach treat like their new Peanut Butter Cookie Dough Party. The new Summer Blizzard treat menu is one you won't want to miss. Only at participating DQ locations. Happy tastes good.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right, you can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-$300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code MOVE to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code MOVE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code MOVE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Man, I'm really glad to tell you about this great sponsor. It's Life Imaging FLA. They've helped save the lives of several of my friends and a bunch of our listeners thanks to early detection of heart disease and early detection of cancer. You know, it's Stress Awareness Month, and one of the things people stress out about is how their health really is, and you don't really know unless you have a scan. Life Imaging FLA can help you get that scan. Matter of fact, they'll give you a free heart scan. There's a few minimum requirements, but this is a value of $699, and you can get in there, and it takes about 6 minutes. I was able to go in, and I know my heart is all good thanks to Life Imaging FLA. You pick up your cell phone, you dial pound 250, you say the words free heart scan, and you will be connected in seconds. You'll get the option to receive a one-time auto-dial text message from iHeartMedia. When you talk to them about the free heart scan, ask about the cancer screening. That's super important as well. It's Life Imaging FLA. Pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, and say the words free heart scan. You'll be connected in seconds.
I'm Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I learned about atrial fibrillation the hard way. My symptoms would come and go. Shortness of breath, fatigue. I kept going. Then I got so lightheaded, I couldn't. My doctor said I have AFib, so I'm about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. Other symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain can come and go, but the risk of stroke stays. If you have symptoms, tell a doctor. Visit notimetowait.com.
Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Hi, this is Earl Ron. I'm the president of New South Window Solutions. What I like people to understand about our company is what's unique about us. We manufacture, we install, we guarantee. We go out of our way to make it easy.
Going on now. Save 35% off factory direct windows and doors. Visit newsouthwindow.com.
I'm Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I learned about atrial fibrillation the hard way. My symptoms would come and go. Shortness of breath, fatigue. I kept going. Then I got so lightheaded, I couldn't. My doctor said I have AFib, so I'm about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. Other symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain can come and go, but the risk of stroke stays. If you have symptoms, tell a doctor. Visit notimetowait.com.
Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Cards issued by Sutton Bank and Celtic Bank, members FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
Are you the decision maker in your company? Consider this. For the first time in decades, there's a better option for a corporate card and spend management platform. Meet Ramp, the only corporate card and spend management system designed to help you spend less money so you can make more. Most corporate credit cards offer points as incentives, but those points amount to less than their worth in real cash value. Ramp's business cards offer you cash back, real money in your pocket. Plus, you control who spends what with each vendor. And Ramp's software collects and verifies receipts automatically, which means you'll stop wasteful spending and close your books in hours instead of days. Businesses that use Ramp add up to 5% to their bottom line the first year. If you're a decision maker, adding Ramp could be one of the best decisions you've ever made. And now get $250 when you join Ramp for free. Just go to ramp.com/free. Ramp.com/free. ramp.com/free.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free stations waiting for you to explore right now, like Deep Cuts. Featuring deep album tracks from iconic artists like the Beatles, Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, The Who, The Stones, and more. Just open the free iHeartRadio app, search Deep Cuts, and listen now.
iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, GRAND, G-R-A-N-D, GRAND. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
You're listening to the News Junkie, Sean Wasson.
Al emails. Al is in Naples listening to the show. And hello to you wherever you're listening to the show. We love all of you from coast to coast who are hanging out with us each day.
My old stomping grounds.
Al says, is this where your school was in Naples?
I mean, technically it was Estero, Fort Myers
Estero.
area, but very close.
I don't know if I've been there. I don't know if I've been down to the Naples area. Is it like older people?
Everglades and geriatrics. And then that one college campus. But I mean, the beach is great.
I can tell you, and you probably have at least some experience going to this area because of the Okeechobee Music Festival, but there are some interesting characters in Okeechobee.
Man.
There are some people.
Yeah, but just for going for like a music festival, you don't really experience the locals like you think you would.
So you stop at that one gas station, all the other ravers.
I mean, yeah, there was a pretty questionable, though I was all about it, taco stand that people were giving me guff for. They're like, why would you eat that? I'm like, come on, I got this. We're good.
Yeah, plus, you were probably first round of the porta potty.
Wait, what was wrong with the taco stand? Was it just like
the middle of nowhere?
It was at the gas station. It was just
man, I
don't know,
a
little food truck.
Get a shipment of ground beef every quarter.
I don't know. People have changed in that a lot. It used to be that you called restaurants that would be mobile and driving around. I wouldn't say food trucks because they weren't really food trucks back then. They were just kind of trucks, and they had this thing on the back where you could flip it open and you could sell food out of it. And they used to call those roach coaches. And now, some of these places have good food.
Oh, yeah.
Some of these places have stepped up. I'm not even talking about food trucks, and food trucks have awesome food. There's some excellent places.
And by the way, there are some actual, standing brick and mortar restaurants that are roach coaches. So you can't really judge a book by its cover with that respect.
True. Back to Alan Naples. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Sean, about the birthing baby. It's called a simulation. There are all kinds of simulators out there. They can have them do all kinds of things. They can blink, have heartbeats, etc. I'm in the process of becoming a nursing simulations instructor right now. UCF has a master's in simulation along with other schools. And to Fritz, several simulators have interchangeable body parts depending on the learning outcomes. So you can switch the stuff around, says Alan Naples. Those things seem expensive to me. That's a very specific thing.
Even the CPR dummies are in the thousands of dollars.
Yeah. I think those are pretty damn expensive.
I learned that from The Office when Dwight cut the face off of one of them.
Oh, Dwight.
Do they still have that one in the airport where you can get your CPR card?
Maybe.
They still have that thing?
Oh, that seems...
It was like something to do. No. There was like a booth or something where you can get certified because it was like a thing they put in there to give you something to do while you're waiting on your layover, but you're not rich enough to just hang out in the club and drink and eat free stuff.
Why not get CPR certified? Hey, that's good. We want as many people out there who know CPR as possible.
My wife just got it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they had people come to her work and certify everybody.
For her job, that makes a lot of sense, too, All right, let's get to two things real quick before we start to...
Which job? You mean mom?
Well, that too, man. And when you're learning it, you have to learn how to do it on like infants and stuff too, right? I would imagine.
think you do. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's part of it.
Because I always
remember
forget.
my certification, I definitely had to. That, toddlers, and adults.
And it's different for all of them, like depending on the size of these little human beings that you're saving.
Yeah, you'd squish a baby if you did it the same way you do it to an adult.
Oh, that's bad. Let's not do that.
Not my fat baby.
It's too big. 99 percentile, baby. And over during the Mets game, Seymour Wiener had his night in the spotlight, and he was able to celebrate hot dog night over at the Mets Stadium.
Yeah, $1 hot dogs.
Well, I don't know if we found out how old Seymour Wiener was, but he's an old man. He's
based on his picture, I think 110.
Could be in the 90s or above, maybe. And he is big into hot dogs. He embraces his name being Seymour Wieners, or Wiener, singular. And it was supposed to be a fun time. They were going to have $1 hot dogs for Mets fans, but somebody had to ruin it, as they always do. One indulging Mets fan, according to the New York Post, was removed from his field-level seat during Tuesday's $1 hot dog night because fans started throwing hot dogs his way. So
they're just $1.
Everybody, because you made it too cheap, you made it $1. Everybody said, "I'd rather just throw the hot dog than eat it.
It's worth the $1."
And they said, "Bad day to be a glizzy," and everybody was just tossing the hot dogs at this guy.
I mean, to waste $1 to be an asshole, it's not that big of a sacrifice.
It's not, no. And another thing I wanted to share with you.
Thank God he wasn't a woman. There would be a whole different story.
Yeah, sex assault allegations.
Yeah.
Before we go into wrap it up mode, there is a place that I just have to tell you about, and it's in Osaka, Japan. Osaka, Japan.
Where?
It's called. Oh boy.
It's like he forgets every time.
Osaka, Japan.
Japan.
And it's called Kansai International Airport. It has been open since 1994.
Good year.
And it's gained international recognition for their service. This is not some small little tiny airport. As I said, it's an international airport. So why has it gotten so much attention? Well, for 30 years that this airport has been operating, 30 years that they've been doing things at Kansai International Airport in Japan.
Japan.
They've never lost a single piece of luggage.
Wow.
No way.
Not even one. Not even one piece of luggage.
Also, Kansai Airport in Japan does not allow luggage. So it's just one of those. Yeah,
They actually handcuff your luggage to you, and then they have a great rating when it comes to that.
Knock on all the wood.
How do you?
I've never lost a piece of luggage in my life.
Same.
Never lost. I feel like it did not arrive, and I had to get it delivered.
That's lost, I think.
Yeah.
Well, lost is like gone forever.
No. It's like an umbrella term. Like maybe your luggage was late, or they completely lost it. It kind of both things.
Lost is like in Meet the Parents, where he loses it, and they have to send the van out, and they're like, "Gaylord Fokker."
Fritz, you ever lost a piece of luggage?
No, thankfully.
See, none of us have, but a lot of people do every single year. It's a huge problem. They handled about 10 million baggage items in 2023 alone, and they've been open for 30 years doing this, and they have yet to lose a single bag of luggage.
I'm going to fly there and just lose it.
Try your best.
Yeah. Where is it now, huh?
Sabrina's got a disintegrating bag.
In camouflage. In a bush.
They've been holding on to that record for so long, they'd just be heartbroken over there, I guess. Okay, when we come back.
Or like, sucker at keeping track of my luggage.
Yeah, got him.
We're going to do the final dispatches. Stories that didn't make the cut.
because they sucka.
Yeah, and it's sucker.
And today I learned to wrap everything up for a Wednesday. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is Real Music Weekends. This weekend on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
I'm From Fox 35, Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your Wednesday forecast. And for today, we'll expect another warm one across central Florida, even warmer than yesterday with a high of 91 degrees in Orlando. We'll expect also the sea breeze to help spark a few isolated downpours, and a few thunderstorms can't be ruled out either. Otherwise, as we head into the weekend, we'll expect those highs to continue to climb into the low 90s with the mid 90s possible as we look ahead into next week. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Jeff Martin Auctioneers. Jeff Martin Auctioneers is hosting a public auction in Kissimmee on Tuesday, May 7th, featuring construction and farm equipment, trucks, trailers, and more. Bid your way live on site or online at jeffmartinauctioneers.com. Experience the difference. License AU 4483.
How do I, Dad? Here's something I do. I write a letter to my kids every month. Yep, I write a letter and send it to my own house. I'm pen pals with my own kids. I know it sounds silly, but they love it. I don't write anything crazy. Just tell them I love them, ask them questions, whatever. Normal stuff. But when it shows up in the mailbox, I'm super dad.
Write your kids letters or try something else. Just choose to be a father first today.
ePass saves you time and money on tolls. Plus, the sticker's free. Facts that Jen here didn't know.
Hey man, why are you dragging me into this?
Because you could be saving on tolls with a free ePass sticker.
Okay, I'll do it when I get home, and maybe I'll win that $100 in free tolls.
Wait, what?
You didn't know that, Mr. Big Voice Guy? One person a day now through May 5th will win $100 in tolls. Just sign up for a free ePass sticker at getepass.com.
See getepass.com for official rules and details.
In this week's Marketers Report, Dana Nussbaum, Executive Vice President, Worldwide Marketing at Warner Brothers Discovery, weighs in on regional audio marketing and the movies.
Everything that we are doing is incredibly data-driven. We are getting signals in every single day about how specific audiences are performing. So although we're marketing at a very broad scale, and that does include specific local markets, that's really the beauty of iHeart's network. You're not serving the same message to a consumer in Nashville necessarily that you may be in New York. You have the ability to be very specific and very personalized, but at a tremendous scale.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to all, from national to local, every audience, live conversations, trusted influencers, and the insights and data you need to grow. Not just a media company, iHeartMedia is your access company. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? There's a tremendous price war in term life. Industry rates have dropped dramatically in the past few years. For example, a man aged 45, non-smoker, can get $1 million of coverage for $75 per month, level rate for 10 years. Or a man aged 50, non-smoker, can obtain $500,000 of coverage for a monthly premium of $110, level rate for 20 years. That's right, guaranteed level rate for 20 years. If you're a smoker, we have great rates available for you as well. At Term Busters, we specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. If you're looking for new or replacement term life insurance, call for a free quote today. 800-200-2250. That's 800-200-2250. Don't wait. Call 800-200-2250. 800-200-2250. Sample rate quotes based on preferred non-smoker rate class. Exam required to qualify.
Hi, everybody. It's Savannah Guthrie here with Hoda Kotb from the Today Show.
You know that saying, you learn something new every day? Well, it is so true.
Yes, every morning on Today, it's those little tips that can help save you time and improve your day.
From the simplest ways to save money right now to incredible kitchen and cleaning hacks that you never knew existed. Just remember,
see it, hear it, learn it on Today.
Oh, that's genius. You just saved me $40.
Every morning, right here on NBC.
Let's watch TV.
What do you want to watch?
Big Bang.
It's one of my all-time favorites.
It's Big May on CW18.
Every night at 7 o'clock.
Bang, bang. And it doesn't get any bigger than the Big Bang.
Sounds like a party.
Did someone say party? Party's my middle name.
Let the good times roll.
Are you having fun?
Oh, yeah, this is it.
The Big Bang Theory. Weeknights at 7, 7:30, and 11. Part of Big May on CW18.
Still funny.
I know!
From sunrise to sunset, West 2 News on CW18 has you covered. Mornings from 7 to 10. Start your day with Central Florida's most accurate forecast from First Warning meteorologist Kelly Ann Class.
You'll always have a clear view of what's ahead.
Then tonight at 10, get caught up and know what's happening now with Stuart, Michelle, Tony, and Darren.
It's all in a day's work, and our work never stops.
AM or PM, West 2 News on CW18 has you covered.
Did you know your life insurance is an asset you can sell? I'm Jay Jackson, CEO of Abacus Life. For almost 20 years, Abacus has been purchasing life insurance policies from seniors just like you. And at abacuspays.com, we've created a free policy value calculator so you can find out the worth of your policy in just seconds. There are no fees and no obligations. Get real value from your life insurance when you need it with Abacus. Learn more at abacuspays.com. The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free stations waiting for you right now, like Deep Cuts, a commercial-free station featuring deep album tracks from iconic artists. Just search Deep Cuts and listen now on your free iHeartRadio app. iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
Now your ideas don't have to wait. Dell Technologies and Intel are pushing what technology can do, so great ideas can happen right now. Find out how to bring your ideas to life at Dell.com. Welcome to now.
Three best friends diving into the deep end of internet culture. This
Make the cut. And today we're going to wrap everything up for a Wednesday. Thank you for being with us. We appreciate you. And we appreciate you, Fritz. Thanks for hanging out with us today.
Thanks, Fritz.
Anytime. Thank you so
Always
much.
Such a good time. Any moment we can get with Fritz, we'll take it around here.
My ancestor.
Let's see what we got here for the last final. Oh, I wanted to share this experience with you. There's this guy. Let me see if I could play this. There's a guy who says he has social anxiety. And he has it so bad, I guess, that he couldn't order a pizza, couldn't call up and order a pizza.
Okay.
So he created like an AI video to order the pizza for him.
Okay.
And it didn't
Why
go
didn't
well.
he just use an app? If he can create an AI video, what's to stop him from going on papajohns.com?
I don't know.
Be on social media?
Probably. And he has a broken hand, but that wouldn't stop you from
He
using
has
the
social
app.
anxiety, but he's cool with going viral about his stupid video?
You bet your ass.
He says, I have social anxiety and a broken hand. I use AI to order for me. And then here we go. Oh, hold on. I got to bring it up on actually Instagram. One sec. Here it goes. So this is him calling. Hang on.
I could see the boobs
May I
from that
please have
AI
a
from
large
here.
pizza?
And what topping?
Pineapple and spinach.
Gross. Pineapple and spinach.
Okay, large pineapple, spinach. Anything else for you?
May I please have a 2-liter Pepsi?
2 liter.
That didn't sound good.
What does the broken hand have anything to do with
a
it?
large diet.
Nothing really. I don't know. I think he was just trying to throw that out there, too.
I've seen this guy before.
Watch
posts a
what
lot.
happens here. So
Coke is good.
Large diet Coke.
Okay.
And what is your phone number?
He's not ready for this.
Oh.
That sounds all good.
What is your phone number?
He canceled dinner.
He hangs up.
Moron. Come on.
Oh, my God. All right. Let's see here.
Guess I'll
Let's
just
play
eat
one.
crackers tonight.
Yeah. Let's play one
Or
dispatch.
go to the website. Have you never heard of, you can do Uber Eats.
There's zero social anxiety attached with an online order. You
Yeah,
can
but
do
he's making
DoorDash.
a funny video.
That's what he's doing. And that's what he's doing. And nobody wants to admit it. He's like, no, this is just my life over here. The struggle with this. Here's Cooch with the dispatch for us, our final one of the day.
Well, Sean, at least you're not recommending Fogo de Chão anymore.
Hey.
Damn, that place was expensive.
Was it? Hey, I know how expensive it is.
That was worth the money.
Every time they told me to go there as as a sponsor, or as a client or whatever, every time they told me to go there, they said it was going to be free, and then every time they forgot and they charged me, and then it was too awkward, and I paid my entire bill one time, and the second time I was like, I'm not paying this again. because they had like forced me to go there. They said, it's part of the campaign.
Mm-hmm.
But they're fine. I don't care. Enjoy them or don't enjoy them. It's up to you. They're not a sponsor.
Next time I go, I'm going, I'm Sean Wasson. You guys owe me a dinner. Thank you.
I would like some free Fogo de Chão. They had lots of rules, though. Lots of rules.
He tried to get me to go in his place one time.
I did. I said, you just go.
Hear
and
that,
say you're
potential
Sean.
advertisers?
Like that time I did the interview in Colorado as Sean Watson.
That's right.
Outsourcing things. Okay, you know what? Let's do the stories that didn't make the cut. Apple's got an announcement next week. They got a big event coming. They're saying there could be a new iPhone.
I thought it was iPads this time. Because they just did a new iPhone.
They said Apple's one more thing at next week's iPad event might be an iPhone surprise.
iPhone surprise. Fun.
Just open the box.
You know,
and
as a
whatever
surprise, them changing my automated voice message. Voice.
They really should let you know that that's happening. I agree. All right, let's get out of here. Here we go. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
It is Today I Learned for a Tuesday, April 30th, 2024. Today I Learned a painting of one of the ladies from this show.
Golden Girls. Thank you.
That's right, the Golden Girls. A nude painting of B. Arthur that she didn't even sit for, sold for nearly $2 million.
Wait, that was a real thing and not just part of Airheads?
I guess so. That's what this says. It says it sold at a New York City art auction for $1.9 million. Painting by artist John Kernan.
Airhead.
And it's called B. Arthur Naked. That's the name of it. And did very, very well.
Clever name.
Yeah, that's what he came up with. Today I learned there's something called the Ever Presence. This is a group of runners, and they have completed every London marathon since its inception.
Nerds.
Now it's down to only 6 people. There's 6 people.
Nerds.
There was once 42 of them, but only 6 people have completed all 44 London marathons, which even one is an impressive thing. I saw a story. I hate for this to be a negative thing right now, but it was this young guy, and it was like he was competing in a marathon this past week, and he died. And
that's why I don't do it.
Did he win?
I guess if you have undiagnosed heart issues or something, it could be really bad for you, and that must have been what happened to that guy. Today I learned 2 of the tallest people alive in 1871 married, Martin Van Buren Bates and Anna Haining. The prior measuring 7'9", weighing 475 pounds, and the latter being 7'11" and 212 pounds. Big people. Today I learned this band right here.
Soundgarden.
Nirvana.
Oh, Nirvana is right, Fritz. You got it. Kurt Cobain was wearing 3 pairs of pants when he died. Just wanted to share that with you. Now you know.
Less mess?
You can take that tidbit with you. It may have been something that he considered. Honestly, he may have thought about that being a thing.
Not the part where he shot himself, though.
That's
mess.
always going to leave a mess. Yeah. It died back in 1994 when I was 13 years old. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. Missed any of the show? Get the podcast at thenewsjunkie.com. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody.